a chill in the air today. Woo. Good morning. Hello, everyone. Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, Mr. Wilson. Remember that? Remember that Dennis the Menace movie? Who remembers that Dennis the Menace movie? Oh, that's how that sounded in my ears. Good morning, Mr. Wilson. All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to TMPG. I'm, of course, your humble host, Thunder Nick. And I'm feeling like a winner today. I'm just putting that out there. Feeling like a winner today. Pistons, come on. We got them, bro. And it was an ugly game, too. And we were bullying them, bro. The amount of times on the highlight where I saw Knicks player do his move and go, what the fuck? The defense is still there. And do his move again or pass over to the next guy. And the next guy go, fuck, the defense is still there. Like, yeah, bitch. We're still there, dude. We're still fucking there. We're going nowhere. Literally nowhere. Oh, I'm so proud of my guys, dude. I feel like such a winner today, dude. Oh, it's cold. Lost my respect? What? How did Brunson lose your respect, dude? He had a good game, I feel like. Worst flopper I've ever seen. Well, he's trying to get the whistle. I mean, in the same way that Cade tries to get the whistle, James Harden tries to get the whistle, SGA tries to get the whistle, and Luka tries to get the whistle. He's in that camp. He's that same kind of player. Always has been. I don't know why all of a sudden now you're realizing it. Like, that's crazy. He's been that guy, dude. We forget that guy played with Luka for a couple years. He learned all his tricks, dude. Nah, you think it's worse? Yeah, maybe. Whoa. He's a tier above. Well, you might be right. Either way, it doesn't work. It's the playoffs. Stop being a bitch. It's the playoffs. That's how that works. You know what I mean? That's what the refs say. In those situations, it's playoffs. The refs are like, stop being a bitch, dude. We're not calling that. Stop being a bitch. All right, so right now I have coffee brewing. I got to take my morning medicines. I've become a vitamin guy, so I got to take my multivitamins and shit. Because I'm old, you know. Don't get old, guys. It's terrible. How do we do? Let me see. Stretch the bones out. Dude, chair. There we go. People saying Pistons had free throw difference, but they just had aggression. Yeah, true. I mean, listen, the refs are probably going to make that a series, but the refs are going to make a lot of things a series, right? Ooh, that's right. I was doing LSD before I left yesterday as one of my dailies. Okay, we still have 2 hours and 41 minutes before that resets. Okay. Interesting. What do we have here? Ooh, let's go play some ponies. What? Let's go play some ponies, dude. Cat couldn't hang with... Dude, Cat was bouncing off Duran. At least one highlight in the 12-minute reel that I watched, you know, the condensed game that I watched. I watched at one point Cat catches the ball on the post and goes to turn, and Duran just stands there, and he goes... and it turns into a turnover. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, hell of a win by the Clips as well. Yeah, that was a good game as well. Kawhi's playing out of his fucking head. Like, if Kawhi's got to take like 2 years of actual basketball off to come into one playoff run and have a full run like this, then I think it's worth it for the Clips. I was going to say the Clips haven't got their money's worth out of Kawhi over the last 3 years, but if Those last 3 years of him being a fuck boy and not playing half the year and like barely being functional as a basketball player was all in service of this one playoff run and him being as fucking dynamic and as healthy as he is right now, then maybe it's worth it. You know? Maybe it's worth it. Maybe there's an argument that he's finally healthy, or maybe he just like stored up all of his basketball for the last 2 years and is finally putting it all on display at once. In which case, like, goddamn, probably worth it. You know? If you're a Clippers fan, you're like, perfect timing, Kawhi. Perfect fucking timing. Had more free throws, shot better everywhere. Yeah, dude, the amount of like wide open threes that Westbrook hit, like, you know, say what you will about Westbrook shooting, but talk your shit after last night, dude. He was pretty much perfect. Chopping Ops, what's up? LOL, what's up, Chopping Ops? What's good, bro? Good morning. All right, we're going to start our day the way that we normally don't. We're going to go to the casino first fucking thing. I'm going to check out some ponies, dude. Want to stop by and say what's up before going for the launch of Oblivion Remastered. What? There's a Oblivion Remastered launch going on? Fucking dope, dude. I know a couple people that'd be very excited to hear about that. One of my closest friends is a die-hard Bethesda guy. I remember back in the day, he lost, you know, months and months and months to that Oblivion game. I remember he took it on a group vacation we went on. Like me and a handful, like the core group of friends, all went to my parents' had a house in Kellogg, Idaho, kind of up by a mountain, and we went up there as a for the weekend, and he brought his Xbox and Oblivion. He was so hooked on the game. He was like, I'm bringing my Xbox. I'm like, all right, bro. It's kind of like a let's get wrecked and sit in the hot tub kind of a thing. And he's like, no, dude, I'm bringing my Xbox. I got to finish Oblivion. I'm like, okay, dude. That's what I remember about Oblivion is Rue being addicted to it. But they're remastering that, huh? It's dropping at 11 a.m. today. Ooh. On PC as well, or just on consoles? I assume on PC. You're a PC player at this point, right? Yeah, that's what I remember about Oblivion. Is like Rue was like completely distracted that whole weekend. We're all drinking and having fun and you're talking that shit. And are we going up to the? We're taking the gondola up to the top of the mountain. No. Okay. Yes. No. Are we getting in the hot tub? Yes. No. Okay. Who's making another beer run? We're almost out of beer. Rah rah rah. The whole time, Rue's just in the living room going, playing Oblivion, and everybody's going, bro, is Rue okay? I'm like, dude, I think he's just hooked on this game, dude. He can't stop playing that game. Please win again, Wolves. Yes, again, agreed, Kyle. We need another huge game from the Wolves. We need the Lakers to be flat out of this conversation completely. That way the sports media can focus on who's actually playing good basketball. I mean, the Lakers are second in the West. Yeah, but shut up. In order for there to be truly balanced coverage of basketball, the playoffs at least, the Lakers need to be out of it. Because if the Lakers aren't out of it, that's going to be all they talk about. Because, it puts eyes on the product. I get it. I'm not even saying it's necessarily a bad thing. I get it on a survival level. Normal media's got to talk about the two big market teams, the two big legacy teams in the NBA, because those are the teams that people will stop the channel, channel surfing to watch what do you call it? A segment on. But that being said, still annoying. Still very annoying. When they spend 20 minutes on the Lakers and less than a minute on anything else. You know who that bitch is right there? In the black dress? You know who that is? I got a whole story about that lady from yesterday. You guys have no idea. I hit deposit. I'm an idiot. Withdraw. That lady in the black dress right there is part of the problem. I was in the city, guys, yesterday for 10 hours. And it wasn't because I was getting a whole bunch of shit done. Once we settle in, I'll give you the whole tale. It was epic. And people that saw me are going to come up to me with Beans, is that you? Oh, did you ever get your car customized? It was a whole thing yesterday, dude. I wish I would have recorded it, but also I'm glad I didn't, because when I say my stubborn streak hit an all-time high, I'm not joking. When I say I fucking crashed out in the city yesterday, I'm not joking. When I'm say I sat in one spot with my car, sitting in the parking lot of East Customs, I'm not exaggerating. You can ask people that were there. In fact, you'll probably hear from people in the next few recordings that will stop if they see me and go, "Yo, Beans, oh fuck, did you ever get your car customized?" I sat in the parking lot of East Customs for 9 hours and 23 minutes. Real life time. 9 hours and 23 minutes. Waiting for a tuner. Waiting for someone that could actually work on the engine of my car. And anybody that would listen, or anybody that would ask, like, why are you still standing here? Why are you sitting here? You know there's nobody on clocked in at this mechanics. Hey, there's no people who drive their cars into the mechanic shop. Hey, there's nobody in there. And they come back out. Hey, there's nobody in there, dude. I don't know what you're waiting for. I'm waiting for a tuner. Oh, yeah. Aren't we all, man? Yeah, no, I'm waiting for a tuner. I spent the whole day yesterday. Saved you guys from that recording. Didn't record that for you guys because, like, that would have been 9 hours of me literally leaning against my car sitting in a parking lot. But 9.5 hours I sat in this server making sure that I didn't go, making sure the DVD little thing didn't pop up and clicking on that every time it did, making sure, I didn't get lagged out of the server for not moving around in activity. I was just sitting here watching YouTube for 9.5 hours, dude. All right, Craft Punk. Made some new friends, though. Learned a lot about the mechanics, like all the mechanics. 2 or 3 different shifts full of mechanics came in. None of them were tuners, though. Tuners is the elite level of mechanics that can, like, actually improve your car's performance. But 2 or 3 different shifts full of, like, paint your car, tint your windows, work on your, wheel wells and rims and stuff type mechanics. 7 or 8 of them came through and clocked in and then clocked out, all while I was just sitting there. And so I spoke to each and every one of them, and they were all very nice, and I was as nice as I could be with them. And they were like, "Hey, I wish we could tune your car. We're just not that far along in our training for mechanics yet, so we can't do it." And I'm like, "I totally understand." I'm like, "I'm just going to wait till someone that can clocks in." And they go, "Hey, maybe nobody, it's possible nobody's going to clock in today." And yeah, no, I know. I'm going to fucking sit here. And they were like, and they would laugh and they go, "Man, you're crazy." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm more than crazy. I'm stupid. This is clearly a fool's errand, but I'm going to do it because fuck this. I want my car tuned." For a while, I had 3 or 4 or 5 guys with me sitting next to me in the parking lot going, "We're doing the same thing. Fuck this. I'll sit with you." After an hour or two, even the best of those guys would go, "Oh, fuck this. I got other things I got to do." Yeah, no, I totally understand. Nobody asked you to sit with me. Appreciate you. Couple of guys ran and got me sandwiches and waters. Shout out to Hector. He came back over and over and over again. If he ever sees this, you the man, Hector. Appreciate you. He came back over and over again to bring me waters and sandwiches because he's like, "Yo, you're good. I don't want you to starve out here." And I'm like, "Appreciate you." I put Hennigan Steed. I put $3,000 in his pocket. That's what I had on me. I was like, "Here's $3,000. Can you go get me some sandwiches and waters, please, 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 please?" And he goes, "I got you." Didn't even know the guy. Just met the guy in that moment. And I was like, "Can I ask a favor of you?" I was like, I am here. I'm pot committed. I'm sitting on the spot. I'm going to get my car tuned. 9.5 hours I sat here. In the city. Just sat here in the city, dude. Waiting. The reason why I say fuck that bitch in the black dress? Want to know what happened at the 9 hour and 10 minute mark? She rolled through in her Lamborghini and convinced the 2 or 3 people that were waiting with me that, like, hey guys, no one's gonna be here. No one else is planning on clocking in at this mechanics tonight. This is at 8:30 at night. I've been in the service since 10 in the morning. And so 2 or 3 other people leave, and then she drives her Lamborghini into the Eastern Customs and leaves it in there, parks it in there. It doesn't leave. Is in there for like 5 or 10 minutes. I'm pot committed. I'm sitting there. I'm like, yeah, she can tell me that 100 times. I'm still going to sit here. I'm waiting for a tuner. Ultimately, somebody that works there comes in, and goes inside the Eastern Customs, clocks in, and then comes out and sits in their roadside car. One of the things I'd learned yesterday over the 9 hours was that because one of the mechanics said, hey, even if a tuner does clock in, he's got to do roadside for a certain amount of time before he can actually clock on as a tuner and start tuning cars. He's like, so even if you see a mechanic that's a tuner, just know that there's an extra half an hour where he has to do roadside to start before he can actually, because he's like, we all have to do that. And I was like, okay, I got it. Perfect. Understood. So I watched this guy clock in and then go sit in the roadside truck with the lights on it and the emergency lights and stuff. Just sit in the parking lot in the roadside truck for what I'm guessing was a half an hour. During that half an hour, he's just sitting in the truck. He's not doing any roadside. I got so caught up in my story, I forgot to gamble. Anyways, after that half an hour, he goes into the mechanic shop and then comes out of the mechanic shop, comes running up to me with almost a frustrated look in his face, like almost a frustrated tone to his voice, going, what is it you need, dude? And I was like, I need a tune. He goes, that's all you need? And I go, yeah, I just need a tune. I said, I've been waiting. Yeah, okay. I tried to tell him I've been waiting 9.5 hours for a tuner to show up. He was not interested. He kind of brushed me off, quickly, verbally brushed me off. It was like, all right, we go. I got you. Come on, let's just do this already. Come on, let's just do this. Okay, yeah, sorry, I'm inconveniencing you after 9.5 fucking hours. Then we get inside, and I'm playing it very social. I'm being very polite. I'm being very, hey, oh, God, it's so nice of you to do this, man. I really appreciate it, man. I've just been looking forward to getting my car tuned for a long time, yada, yada, yada. I'm doing the whole rigmarole, right? You guys are heroes, man. I tell you, you guys are running uphill every day, yada, yada, yada. All the shit that I say to mechanics, make them feel good, make them feel appreciated. All the while, this lady, who I just said, fuck that lady in the dress, she's sitting there going, this is my husband. He's going to paint my car when he's done with your car. And he's like, yeah, I only clocked in to help my wife or whatever. Like, this is all some ERP bullshit. So basically, as I'm getting my car tuned, got my car tuned, end of the story. Got my car tuned, we're good, after 9.5 fucking hours of waiting. But this guy is posting on the Life Invader in the city saying, hey, East has a mechanic on, but I'm just doing roadside. No, bullshit, he's not doing roadside. He's tuning my car as he's tweeting that out. Why is he only doing roadside? Because he doesn't want a line to form, because all he's really clocked on to do is to paint his girlfriend's car, and then he's going to clock out. Had no interest in being a mechanic that day. He was just doing a favor for his girlfriend, and I happened to be fucking hard sitting in the fucking parking lot in a way that made him go, fuck, I guess I have to help this guy. He's not going anywhere. My girlfriend hasn't chased him off before I showed up. So fuck that bitch and fuck that mechanic, basically, is what I'm saying. Oh, I'm gonna get all the way to mechanic, get all the way to tuner, be one of the like 4 people on the entire server that can actually work on somebody's car meaningfully. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to clock in just long enough, sit in the roadside truck for 30 minutes, not doing roadside, not helping anybody that's car's crashed out in the city. And then I'm going to quickly and quietly slip into the fucking mechanic shop, fix my girlfriend's car up, and then clock back out. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, great. That's what tuners do in this city, apparently. Fucking bitch. I'd spit on her if I could. First time I've had a bad experience with a mechanic, by the way. Most of them have been fantastic. But as this guy's tuning my car, he's telling me about Oh, the color. We're having a conversation because I'm as polite as I can be when I'm playing beans, and he's telling me about certain colors that he's unlocked as he's tweaked the colors and worked with colors, but he doesn't tell anybody this. Oh, I have this color. This is just my color. I don't tell anybody this color. Like, what an insufferable little gatekeeping shithead. Like, he was just a fucking shithead the whole way. I mean, thank you for tuning my car. I guess he could have just fixed his girl's car, clocked out, and left me sitting there in the parking lot. So I guess on some level, thank you, obviously. But also, fuck that guy and his stupid girlfriend. You're what's wrong with our fucking mechanic system in this city. Period. Clip that. Oh, I'm gonna fucking clock in, sit in my roadside truck, doing roadside in front of the fucking mechanic's office, and I'm gonna go inside, clock in, tune my car because I won't fucking leave because I've been sitting there 9.5 hours, and I'm clearly gonna be a problem if he fucking tries to quickly fix his girlfriend's car and then leave and clock out. But yeah, that was my day yesterday. I wish you guys could have seen it. There were some interesting moments over the 9.5 hours. Like I said, met some good people, but at the end of the day, there is a fucking real problem with the mechanic system in this city. If that's the kind of person that's a tuner, I mean, he's not indicative of all the tuners. Most of the tuners are good eggs. But that one guy, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy and his stupid girlfriend, which, by the way, was that bitch in the black dress. That's why I said fuck that bitch in the black dress. It was her, and her boyfriend had fucking matching hair and a douchey attitude and a superiority complex, and I've unlocked a couple different blues that I don't even tell anybody about. They're my blues. I can do that. There's nothing nothing in the city says I can't do that, so I'll gatekeep those. If you want those colors, you got to pay me for those colors. Oh, okay, dickhead. We get it. You're the big deal. You're the tuner. You're the cool guy. Fucking asshole. Him and his girlfriend are, but he'd tell me those colors though, because I'm his wife. Like, okay, you guys spend way too much fucking time in this city. Says the guy that spent 9.5 hours. Says the guy that spent 9.5 hours waiting in a parking lot to get his car tuned. Anyways, that was my yesterday, and it was a fucking nightmare. But thank God I had YouTube. Thank God I have a second screen. Thank God I had podcasts and highlights of basketball. My Pistons won, so I'm in a pretty good mood. I'm excited to be here. Anyways, so that was my yesterday. Today, I'm on easy street, dude. I got my car tuned. I feel good about that. We knocked down the dailies. Right now, what I'm doing is a personal daily, whereby I just need to win one horse race. That's kind of all I have to do. I might run some cans after this. I'm not sure. Maybe do some chop. But imagine sitting in a parking lot for 9 hours waiting for the tuner that you don't even really know is going to show up or not show up, right? I was just like, I'm going to sit here. I'm just going to sit here. I have the time. I'm on vacation. I got nothing else to do. I'm just going to sit here. Imagine sitting for 9.5 hours, having groups and groups and groups of people come through and get their cars worked on, customized wise or bodywork wise, all the while going like, "Aren't you gonna? Or you were here before me? Don't you want it?" I'm like, no. I'm waiting for a potential tuner. Well, is there any tuner gonna clock in? I was like, I have no idea. You should just sit here. Yeah, I'm just sitting here, having to explain that like 15, 20 times over the course of 9 hours. Having people go, "Dude, you're ridiculous, man. What the fuck? I would just leave. I wouldn't do that. I would just leave." Like having everybody and their mother tell me, you're being an idiot. And me going, I totally agree. I definitely think I'm also being an idiot. I also think I'm being the dumbest guy in the room. But after 9.5 hours of sitting there, having an insufferable little fucking know-it-all, little snooty little dickhead of a fucking tuner clock in to help his girlfriend, and then deign to help me with my car, I gotta tell you, whew, it took a master level of fucking personal control and self-restraint to not be like, hey, you insufferable little shitbag, where the fuck have you been for 9.5 hours? Do you know what I mean? I get it. End of the day, this is all a game, and everybody's supposed to be having fun and yada, yada, yada. But, like, bro, you take on the responsibility of a job like that, there should be some measure of personal accountability with the person that takes that job, you know? Like, you're kind of important. You're literally the only one that, and I mean, this guy, you didn't need to tell this guy that. This guy had that air about him from the jump. But like, oh, I almost wish I would have recorded it. Problem is I wouldn't have been able to do it if I was recording it, because if I was recording it, I wouldn't be able to like watch YouTube videos on my second screen and just like zone out for 45 to an hour at a time, you know? How much do I have? 388, 385. But after those 9.5 hours and getting my car tuned, by the way, it's my Hermes. I got my Hermes tuned, which it's not even a good car. The tune didn't change anything. It's still sloppy and silly and hard to drive and slow as turds. Like, the tune didn't even help. I was just like, damn it, I wanted it finished. You know, it's not finished till it's tuned. So I wanted it finished, you know?
First door, goddammit. First door, goddammit. Ah, ah. Who the fuck put a jerry can in here?
But after all that, I also went and sat in the line at the diner. I'm a glutton for punishment, I guess. Then after that 9.5 hours waiting to get my car tuned, once I got it tuned, I put my suit on and went directly over to Dynasty 8 because there were real estate agents in the city, and I put in an ask on a door. I put in a request for a large warehouse on a door that didn't have an e-muscle on it. So hopefully Pork will come into the city at some point next couple of days, and I'll be like, "Hey, Pork, I'm rushing. I put an offer in on a warehouse. Sorry, didn't put an offer in on a warehouse. Sorry, didn't ask you." There's real potential that it's not going to be. There's a real chance that it's not going to be ours. The guy said. The real estate guy says all we can do is ask. He goes, "I'm not sure though, because the old rules applied when the person bought the warehouse or whatever." And he was like, given that it's a large warehouse and the size of the building, there's a chance that they won't think there should be another large. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Like, there's an approval system outside the city where they put all the information in, they take the pictures, and they send the application for whether or not I can buy a large warehouse there type thing to the people in the city that make those kind of decisions. So I sent one in I'll show you, it's right over here. It's right out in the open too, which is going to make it's me breaking my own rules. It's right here, this place. Basically, I ran up to this door right here, and this door right here, this one has a property on it, right? I was like, what about these other doors? Not necessarily the door next to it, but in my head, I thought to myself, this place is big enough that it could be two large warehouses, right? So maybe not the one right next to it, but I was like, can I have, and I said this to the real estate agent, I was like, could I have this door as a large warehouse? Because I get that a large warehouse is it's like kind of like a large warehouse on the GTA Online. It's like, it's a big, huge big building, right? Got it. But it's not as big as this entire building. I would say you could probably fit two large warehouses in this building, right? Like next to each other was my argument. And the guy goes, I don't hate it. He goes, hey, I was like, because he says the people that make the large warehouses, sometimes they'll be like, well, that building's only big enough for one large warehouse. They don't want to suspend disbelief like that. Be like, oh, there's 5 large warehouses in there. They don't like to do that generally. And I say, okay, cool. Totally got that. Completely understand. But if so, why the fuck did they park them all the way on the far right? If they were the whole building, why not put them in one of the middle doors? You know what I mean? It feels like by putting them on the far right, they left room for someone to be on the far left, and then you have 2 large warehouses. That seems like it makes sense, especially as the city grows and more people are looking for, warehouse spaces. It would stand to reason that, that kind of a justification, that kind of a, so we'll see. If it gets approved, then I can buy this left one for $340,000 for a large warehouse. I have $800,000 on me in my account, so 340 would be incredible. Given that the ones we're looking at on the listings on the Discord are all 600,000 and up. It's like, bro, I can get it brand new, my own brand new, perfect brand new large warehouse for 340. I'm like, bro, why the fuck would I ever pay 600,000? Why are we hard grinding for money when I could just buy 3 of those with my own personal wealth? if we can in fact get one to be made right there. Now I get that it's right in the open and it's like everybody can looky loo and everything, but you know what else is great about it? Wide open, right in the wide open. Notwithstanding, it's close enough I can walk to it from where I park my cars. I can jump the fence right there and run across this field and be at my warehouse in like a minute. So that's kind of why I like it. So yeah, that's what I did yesterday. It was a very busy day. Should have recorded it, but like I said, no one would have watched me sit in a parking lot for 9.5 hours. You really wouldn't have watched it. No one would have watched it. Not that today is going to be that much more exciting, but yeah. All right. Run some trash? I might run some trash. Try and get some more. Oh, also, I got a brick of Coke. Or a block of Coke. I don't know why they don't call it a brick, but I got a block of Coke. From a car I chopped. I chopped a car and it had a block of Coke in it. So I don't know what to do with that, but it's in our warehouse. I got to talk to Pork about that when I see him. Also, there is a point of diminishing returns on Chop. Eventually, the Chop cars started being like $300 or $400. I was like, I get it. I did Chop for a really long time the other night. Not yesterday. Yesterday, I was sitting in that parking lot. But like before that, the day before that, after I was done recording, I did Chop for a couple hours. And at a certain point, I mean, I'm getting very close to the 50 points that I need to unlock a third slot, which I'm very excited about. I want to have a third slot. At the docks, I think I'm like within like 7 or 8 cars. But yeah, at a certain point, after chopping a certain amount of cars, if they like the money goes down, it's like they don't want you to just spam chop, Well, which I think is kind of a bummer. My take on that is kind of bullshit. Why not just stop me from chopping cars with cops, Why make it like a diminishing returns situation? I feel like that's the city doing something the cops should be doing. Like, you won't let us pick each other up and take each other to the hospital? Or put each other in cars to drive to the hospital because it takes away from the EMS? But you'll you'll take the price of chopped cars down to help the police officers? Isn't that taking away from the police? Like, by that same rule, shouldn't, you know what I mean? Does that make sense, what I'm saying? I think it does. So I was pretty bummed to find that out. I didn't even notice it for a while, and then I was like, wait, how much money did I just get off that? I was like, what the fuck? How much money did I just get off that car? I was like, I don't think I got very much money off that car. So I put all my money up, was at $0, and I found another car and chopped it, and it was like $500. I was like, what, $500? What the fuck? So I think the money had just been slowly going down, and I hadn't noticed it. But confirmed, if you chop enough cars in a row, you start making like pretty much no cash for it. I was like, boo, this sucks. So I don't know how long that'll last. Hopefully that's like I left the city and now I've come back, and maybe we do some chop today and I can see if that is or isn't still the case. But I got to get my coffee here in a second. We're just going to get to the beach, get lined up on those 30 cans of the beach, and then I'm going to grab my coffee. So proud of my Pistons, dude. So proud of myself for getting that tune on my Hermes. I accomplished my goal. I was not defeated. Imagine I sat there 10 or 12 or 15 hours in that parking lot, and then ultimately the restart happens and I don't get my tune. Oh, I'd have been so pissed. I'd have been so bummed out, dude. That would have broke my spirit. By the way, shout out to all the good tuners that aren't that guy, that aren't a self-important dickhead who only clocks in for his girlfriend's car and then clocks right back out. Shout out to all the tuners that aren't that guy, because I know there's a lot of them that aren't that guy. I don't want to paint the tuners in a bad light, but that one guy right there is a problem. If that's indicative of what tuners are doing in this city, then that's what the fuck's wrong with the mechanic system. Because that's bullshit. Yeah, I'm gonna sit in the car for a second. Actually, let me get my coffee. I don't want to just stand out here in the open where someone could be like, "What the fuck's he doing?" All right, give me 1 second. All right. All right, let's get it. Thank you for letting me rant, by the way. I, you know, I was ranting in my head, in my living room, in the city for 9.5 hours yesterday. So I appreciate you guys letting me rant at the start of the recording today. I do think at the end of the day, they're still unsung heroes. I have not lost any respect for mechanics or tuners, to be honest. I've lost a lot of respect for that one tuner for being that kind of a guy, but like in general, I still think they're heroes, dude. I really do. I still think they need a giant pay raise. One of the guys was telling me because he was like, no one else needed any body work, so he's just kind of hanging out at the mechanic shop at one point for like 20, 30 minutes. No roadside was going, nothing was going. So he came out and talked to me about what I was doing sitting in the parking lot, and I gave him the rigmarole, I gave him the talk, and he gave me some information as well. And he was talking a lot about like the system that's in place, because I was like, it's not your guys' fault. You have to do roadside and stuff. And he's like, yeah, we have to do roadside. He's like, the tuners, when they clock in, the amount they make off a tune is not as much as they make off cosmetics or body work. Like those things actually are more profitable for the mechanic, he was telling me. And he's like, on roadside, to go out and do a roadside call, like if they don't charge a lot of money for the roadside call, some people do. Some people charge like $1,000 for the roadside call because they only get like 10%. So if you're like, oh, that'll be $200 for this, for this fix of your car out on the street, right? The person's like, yeah, that sounds fair. Cool. You know what the mechanic gets off that? This guy was explaining it to me. The mechanic was explaining it to me. $20. $20 to drive all the way across the map and help somebody whose car's flipped over or whatever, or whose car is broken down out in the world. Like their commission on that's like less than 10% or some shit, is what he was saying. It's like apparently it's a dumb amount of money. Where it's like not only are they required to do it because it's like part of their job as a mechanic is to run roadside for people. It's nice to have that as a service in the city. I get all that, but like fuck roadside personally. That's how I feel. only because it's attached to the mechanics. The mechanics are trying to service a crowd of people every time they clock in, basically. And to have to run off and help one person seems really fucking stupid. That's like save the one to sacrifice the 8 to 12 that are waiting. Like, just seems like bad math to me. But anyways, the worst part about it, he was saying to me, was like, oh my God, I can't, that was a suitcase, I couldn't hold it. Oh, you bastard. The worst part, he says, is they don't make any money doing roadside. Roadside's like, it's inconvenient for them to do and not profitable. Like, it's the cheapest shit that they do. I was like, shut up. He goes, no, dude, it's not even, we don't make money doing it. It's like, you know, unless you want to be a dick and charge people like $1,000 to $2,000 to have their car repaired out there on the roadside. If you want to charge thousands of dollars, then maybe you'll make a couple $100, but that's about it. And how quickly can you do a roadside? It's not like you can just churn them out in a way where a couple $100 is going to be meaningful. Like, you can do like what, 1 or 2 an hour? It's just, you're not making money doing it. I was like, wow. So it's required and it's not profitable. He's like, yeah, it's the worst. Every mechanic hates roadside. I was like, damn. Made me feel terrible for him. I was like, God, that sucks. Oh, that's right. I had put tomatoes on me. I was going to go do a tomato run. I better go do that before I start doing this. We'll drive the peak door up there. Got into a fight on Life Invader yesterday about the roadside. Well, I guess we'll never roadside for you. And I was like, that's not what I'm saying, you fucking morons. I was like, people that use the roadside service, their mom's a bitch, I said at one point. Because the mechanics kept leaving to do roadside while there's like groups of people waiting. There were like groups of people waiting to get like body work done, cosmetics done. And these mechanics kept going, sorry, I got a roadside call. Sorry, guys, I'll be right back. And they're like, oh, people are going, dude, what the fuck? People are waiting in line going, man, what the fuck? How long is this going to take? They were all very frustrated. Not me. I was like, well, it doesn't matter if he does roadside or not. Honestly, I'm waiting for a tune, right? It's a different thing. Side hustle for the roadside. I know, right? Well, I think it should be its own job, JP. That's what I think every mechanic I talked to was like, that'd be perfect. Make it its own gig. Like they should have their own base of operations. They should have a tow truck or a flatbed truck or different kinds of trucks you can work your way up to as far as like how much they pay and how effective they are at the job type shit. There's tow trucks in the city. That's the ironic part, dude. But interesting idea. I think what you're saying right now is like give the mechanics my phone number and say, hey, if you get a roadside call, call me and I'll bring my No, because see, the thing is, most of the time these people have $1 million car, like a Lamborghini or whatever. And in this city, if you damage that car enough that it needs to be insurance or it's broken where you can't drive it, the only thing you can do as a player in the city that isn't a mechanic is go to the insurance place once it like disappears off the map, which it will after a while if it's just sitting there for too long, and see that little thing on the little orange thing on my mini map. See that little orange thing across the freeway on my mini map, the little icon? That's the insurance place. You go over there and you pay a certain amount of money based on the price you paid for your car. So roadside is basically just for those people that have the $1 million to $3 million cars, because every time they insurance their car, it's like, I think it's like 20% of the purchase price. So if you paid $2 million for your fucking Lamborghini in the city, guess how much you're paying for a fucking goddamn insurance claim to repair your car when it breaks? You're paying, $60,000, $70,000 each time it fully breaks, which, by the way, happens a lot because you're driving like 300 miles an hour like an idiot. You know what I'm saying? So what they do is they call roadside. Roadside is a service of the mechanic shops in the city, required service. They have to do it. They don't want to do it. They have to do it. And then roadside will come all the way out to where they've been a dipshit and turn their car over and fix the car with their like whitelist server application, fucking cool boy, I applied, I fucking got the job type functions. They have like, God tier type functions in the server whereby they can fix any car, right? Like they're a mechanic. If they're on the clock, they have a whole set of fucking pull up things like this that I don't have, right? That can fix cars. So they go out there and they charge like, a base price of $1,000, let's just say. Well, $1,000 is a lot better than $60,000 or $70,000 if that car breaks. You get what I'm saying? Like, so these rich dickheads that are like, but I'm an only child. But my needs come before everyone else's. They're out there in these fucking rotten, stinking, fucking spoiled brat, piece of shit, prick-headed fucks are out there in the world going, but Daddy, come save me, Daddy. I bought a car I can't afford to insurance. Like, yeah, you fucking weasels. Shouldn't have bought a $3 million car if you can't afford to insurance it. Or maybe with your $3 million car, don't drive like an asshole because you can't afford to break your car. But no, they go, no, I want everybody waiting at the mechanic shop to stop what they're doing. Everybody, all of them, all 10 to 15 players on the server, all need to stop what they're doing and wait for me while my car gets fixed. 200K. There you go. That's what I'm saying. This is my point. You know me, JP. I can't do math. But, like, literally, there's people in the server that brag about how much their insurance is. Oh, that car's dope. How much is the insurance? It's like what people ask, and they go, dude, $300,000. And they're like, man, that's crazy. And they, like, laugh about how much money it costs for them to repair their car through insurance. So these are the dickheads that are calling roadside. It's not like the guy in the fucking, oh, I have a Picador. I have a fucking El Camino. I mean, you know how much it would cost to insure this thing? I think if this thing fully breaks and or somebody steals it and it gets thrown into the ocean or whatever, I think it cost me like $300 to pull this out of insurance. It's like, because this car doesn't cost anything. Like, dude, cost of doing business. You bought an expensive car, now it costs you a fortune to fucking insure that car. You morons. That's what you get, dummies. Meanwhile, there's a ton of people at the mechanic shop just sitting there, having to wait because this dickhead has a 300 mile an hour car and he can't drive it because he's garbage. That's okay, I can't spell. But yeah, so that's the long and short of it. Is like, oh my gosh, the amount of hypocrisy and frustration and stupidity in that particular job on this server. I learned a lot about the mechanic space yesterday. I spent 9.5 hours in line, just sitting there listening, talking to every mechanic, listening to everybody that came through. That some were mechanics that were off duty, just trying to get their car painted or whatever. Some of them were like, "Should I clock in? I don't know if I should clock in, man. I was like, if you're a tuner, please clock in." "Oh no, I'm not a tuner. I'm only a cosmetics guy or a bodyworks guy." He's like, "If I clock in, they're gonna put me on roadside though. I don't want to go on roadside." Like the amount of mechanics I saw that day that weren't clocked in, probably 5 or 6 over the course of that 9 hours. Like 5 or 6 different people that were technically mechanics, none of which were tuners, which is like, tuners is like the rarefied air. Those are the, like, you know, highest level of mechanic, I guess. And if any of them were tuners, they weren't telling me about it. But it was very interesting because mechanics not a single one of the mechanics I talked to yesterday, I asked them all, I said, "Did you get into the mechanic game to help people on the side of the road when their car breaks down?" They go, "No, the fuck I didn't. I got into the mechanic game to work on cars because I wanted to help people make cool cars." He's like, "I like tinkering with cars, dude. I'm in it for the cars. I don't give a fuck about helping some dickhead on the side of the road halfway across the map." Not a single one of the mechanics said, "Yeah, no, I got into the mechanic game for the roadside." Nobody does that. Nobody wants to do roadside, and especially since it doesn't pay any money. It's not profitable. You lose as a mechanic. You lose money if you have to do a whole bunch of roadside. You literally lose money. I don't know, the whole system feels broken to me. I'm going to rant and rave about it for the next couple of days, I think. And ultimately do nothing about it. But I have some pretty strong opinions on it after yesterday. I really do. And it's not that the mechanics are dickheads, except for that one tuner that finally did tune my car. He was a dickhead. But the rest of them, every other tuner I've ever met, every other mechanic I've ever met, all seem like good dudes that are just way overworked, way overwhelmed, and way frustrated with the lack of money they make from roadside. And the difficult nature of the promotion system, whereby like it's very difficult for like your cosmetic mechanic or your bodywork mechanic to become a tuner mechanic. You know what I mean? Roadside should be a bot job or a separate entity. A towing. There's like how many different towing places in the city? Like honestly, how many different towing places are there in the city? Like buildings that have like tow related signage. Make one of those into an actual tow job. Like where that's your job is to do towing. Make it profitable. You know, make it like they have a garage or they have a garbage job in the city where you get a garbage truck and you drive around to different dumpsters and you back into the dumpster, you hit the E button, and then like you get like, you know, a certain amount of money per dumpster you grab, right? There should be a system like that for tow where it's like, dude, make the rich person wait for it. That's what I'm saying. Or have the rich person call the towing company. The towing company, if they have a tow person on, be like, yeah, we can come over there. What kind of car is it? Okay. What'd you do to your car? Like this place right here. Hey, this couldn't be a tow shop? You couldn't turn this into a place with a little red circle on the ground that you run up to? You run up to the red circle and you're like, hey, I'm going to clock in. And then whoop, pop up a little tow truck and you're like, all right, let's see who needs a tow. Has anybody called the tow truck? Has any, you know, do you got any marks on the map? Like an EMS or anything else. Make it a job. It shouldn't be the responsibility of the mechanics, dude. They have too much on their plate as it is. Because here's the other thing that I don't think I've even mentioned yet. The worst part is, as a mechanic, if you're working your way up, you start at cosmetics, right? It's like you can do paint, you can do license plates. You're basically a bitch. You need a certain amount of hours to get to bodywork. And then at bodywork, you need a certain amount of hours to get approved to get to tuner, right? Like these are the levels of mechanic. Well, if you're at cosmetics, you're basically the guy that does roadside. That's your job. So like some people never get off cosmetics because like they're constantly doing roadside calls, and when you do a roadside call, you're not logging that time as a cosmetic mechanic, so you're not moving towards bodywork. You get what I'm saying? So like it effectively stops people from getting to the point where they can be effective and helpful and useful to the people of the city. The roadside is stopping mechanics from becoming tuners, and it's also keeping mechanics broke in a way where they don't even want to clock in. It's also making everyone that sits in lines outside a mechanic's office go, oh, motherfucker, when they pull the truck out with the lights on it. And they go, sorry, guys, I got to go do a roadside. Everybody goes, ah, motherfucker. It's just, they shouldn't be together. They need church and state. It needs to be separate, dude. Because it's fucking over the mechanic. It's fucking over the customer. It's fucking over the city. And it's entitling these fucking $3 million car driving assholes to be the snooty little only children they are. There's no upside to it. What's the upside to it? Explain the upside. And yes, this is a pretty good monologue I'm doing right here, and it's mostly because I spent 9.5 hours constructing it yesterday while I was waiting in line to get a tune. 9.5 hours. Now, some of the mechanic information I got was from mechanics, so like I don't know, maybe they don't know what they're talking about. I leave room that maybe I don't know exactly what I'm talking about with the mechanic structure of the promotions and stuff, but I'm pretty sure that's what the way it was explained to me yesterday by 2 or 3 different mechanics I talked to. And if that's the case, then, I mean, what the fuck? Anyways, I got my Hermes customized or tuned yesterday. It sounds great. It drives great. Only took 9.5 hours. It's not a hit. Listen, and a couple of guys said, why don't you fucking apply to be a mechanic then if you're so fucking... Because I was doing these speeches out loud in character in the city for 9.5 hours yesterday to anyone that would listen or anyone that would have a conversation with me. And some people would be like, fuck, you're right. Other people would be like, well, here's the thing, though, that you're not realizing. And they give me counterpoints. A couple people were like, well, you should make that business. I mean, one guy was like, make that business. Why aren't you making that business? If you think we should have a separate tow business, put in a ticket for it. Make that business. Put in a fucking a slip or whatever they call it. I think he called it a ticket. He's like, write out a ticket. You know, hourly wages, expectations, customizations, you know, promotion structure. Like, send that into the gods or whatever. Take it to the, you know, Highlife Discord and be like, here's what we need in the city, you know. Put this in the city, please, type shit. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to be that. I'm just a talking head. I was like, oh, I immediately was like, oh, no. I don't want to actually make change happen in the city. That's for people better than me to do. I'm new to this roleplay thing. I'm just an idea man, dude. I'm a left brain. I'm not the guy that executes. I'm the guy that comes up with a cool idea and then somebody else executes. But the guy had me backpedaling. That was the only guy all day that had me backpedaling. He goes, well, why don't you put in a ticket? And I was like, see, well played. I'm not actually going to do the work. I was like, well played, dude. You got me there. I was like, yep, you got me. I am not going to do the actual work. So, well played, dude. He's like, you could be the guy that runs the tow. He's like, you could be your tow shop. He's like, if you put in the ticket and like fill it out correctly and they approve it and they put it in the city, it could be like, you know, Beans Towing. And I was like, I don't want to. I don't want to be a mechanic. I don't want to work at a tow shop. I don't want to be a mechanic. I don't want to be any of that shit. I'm just saying it should run smoother. Like, I'm not allowed to sit here and complain about how poorly it's ran and how terrible the structure is for the employees, the customers, and everybody else involved. I can't make those complaints if I'm not willing to dive in there and do 12 hours a day of mechanic work. Fuck you. I didn't sign up for it. They signed up for it. Ah, fuck, it's the middle of the night. I can't sell my tomatoes. I did all this, and I can't even sell my tomatoes. Oh, god damn it. I'm not waiting until 5 in the morning. Well, why don't you do something about it? Like, nah, bitch, I'm a professional complainer. I'm a talking head. I'm not the guy that does something about it. That was the only person that had me on tilt all day, because everybody else was pretty much like, yeah, no, you're making great points. They're like, I can't argue with anything you're saying. I was like, I appreciate that. And that one person was like, well, do something about it. I was like, fuck, yeah, well, you got me there. Put in a ticket to make a shelf stocker for the gas station. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. No, they got enough jobs that are like my job in the city already. I do all of them. The Ron, the RS trucking, the fucking... There's so many rinse and repeat jobs in the city that I already do. I don't need another one. All right, so we got to run our mutated tomatoes back to the warehouse. I'm driving in circles today. I don't want to. That's why they were in the warehouse in the first place, because I didn't want to wait till 5 in the morning to turn them in at the market. I mean, I basically have $1,000 worth of mutated tomatoes, but I mean, JP, thank God you don't play on roleplay servers. You'd have lost your fucking mind on this guy, dude. The tone of his voice. The fucking, oh, look at you. You just clocked in to help your girlfriend with her car, huh? And then you just fucking, we're going to clock out? Huh, dickhead? Like, you'd have called them on his shit. I was just in character being polite and being all thankful and grateful. But god damn, in my head, I'm going, fuck this guy and fuck his stupid girlfriend, dude. His girlfriend, by the way, like some in-city, like, oh, he's my husband or whatever. Oh, you're married on a video game, you fucking weirdos. At least the server didn't reset 8 hours into your night. Yeah, right. There's an upside. Yeah, well, no, that's the thing. I started my protest, my sit-in, if you will, at a restart. So I knew I had 24 hours. I was prepared to sit there for 24 hours. It only took 9.5, thank God. But yeah, no, I like waited till 10 o'clock that morning. It was the Monday, so I slept in, you know, it was yesterday. I waited till the 10 o'clock restart, and then I jumped in at the restart, so I knew I have as long as possible to sit there in the parking lot. So there wouldn't have been another restart till the next day at 10 o'clock. But imagine I go a full 24 hours and no tuner clocks in, which does happen, by the way. There's no guarantee that that wasn't going to happen. That would have broke my heart. I might have never played on this server again if I waited a literal 24 hours and didn't get my car tuned. I mean, talk about abusing your powers, though. I kind of do want to take the piss out of this. What's up, Deadly? Sorry, brother. I saw you. My fault. Yo! Talk about... I do kind of want to take the piss out. I don't know what I could do. I did not carry the crap out of anybody, no. I want... Bro, trust me, I wanted to be like, oh, so you clocked in to fix your girlfriend's car, huh, fuckface? A little bit of an abuse of your tuner powers, isn't it there, fuckface? Oh, don't help the city at all. Just your e-girlfriend. Just your internet pretend computer girlfriend. You want to feel cool around her, though, right? So you're a tuner. You know, there's, 20 to 25 different people that came in. Oh, I'd love to get a tune. The amount of lines I started Oh, I'm waiting for a tuner. Go ahead. If you need body work, go ahead. And people go, oh, you're waiting for a tuner? I'm going to wait for a tuner too, man. And then there'd be like 3 or 4 of us for like an hour and a half to 2 hours. Over the course of that 9 hours, I would wager to bet there's probably 15 to 20 people that really did want their car tuned that just weren't willing to wait 9.5 hours like I did. All 15 or 20 of those people could have had their car tuned if this dickhead decided to actually be a tuner instead of saving his tuner powers for his special little girlfriend. It's fucking gross, dude. Or his wife, sorry. His wife, dude. They're video game married. So that's good. I mean, maybe married in real life. I don't know. Who knows? Probably not, though. Safe bet is these dorks are probably just married on a video game like a couple of fucking creepy weirdos. Anyways, fuck that guy. Every other mechanic, though, that I've ever met in the city has been awesome. They've been, like, overworked, exhausted, and just like, fuck, the amount of requests and the roadside and the people going, no, not that color. Don't you have like a darker color? Like the amount of fucking assholes they must deal with every day and the line that forms whenever they clock in. It's overwhelming. It's crazy, dude, to watch. As I sat there all day, just like a lump on a log, like I learned a lot. I saw a lot. And like the mechanics, the people that play mechanics on the server are heroes. They're no question. Like they're better than me. I would not do it. I'd be like, bro, it's a full service industry job. Like, everybody's upset. Everybody wants this, that, or that. But aren't you going to do, but can't you do that? But won't you do that? It's like, motherfucker, like all day. Imagine that for 7 or 8 hours. It's no wonder that most of them only do like 4-hour shifts. I saw multiple crews come through because like most mechanics, even on the low level, don't do more than 3 or 4 hours before they're like, I am exhausted, you know? So I had nothing bad to say about the mechanics in general, other than like those poor bastards, with the exception of that guy that was only out for his girlfriend. That guy's a piece of shit. He had wedding with photos. Exactly, dude. 100%. It was just nefarious, dude. She rolled through about 20 minutes before he showed up and was like, guys, no one's gonna clock in at this mechanics, guys. You're wasting your time, you know. Like she basically talked 3 out of the 4 of us off the line. I was already 8.5 hours in to waiting, so I wasn't going fucking anywhere. But she talked 2 or 3 people that were waiting with me into leaving. And then she like clearly in game called her husband and was like, okay, I cleared it out. You're good. You can clock in now. No one will line up for you or whatever. Like we could sneak you in to be a mechanic. What the fuck is that, bitch? You gonna be a mechanic? Be a mechanic. Ugh. Fucking gross, dude. It didn't occur to me that that's what was happening until he was working on my car. But in that moment, I had to stay in character and be like, "Oh gosh, I'm really, man, you guys are great. I really do appreciate you guys. Thanks for taking the time. You know, and I'm doing all this bullshit and out loud in my living room with no audience. I'm going, oh, clock in for your girlfriend, huh? Fuck face. I'm like, oh, I really do appreciate it, man. You guys are great. Thank you so much. Oh, this is really inexpensive, man. I don't know how you guys make a profit here. This is crazy. How do you keep the lights on? And then I'm going, fuck you to my monitor as I'm sitting there in that moment. It's fucking ooh. Yeah, I called him and he came over here and he's gonna work on my car. He's my husband. He has to do what I say because he's my husband. And the guy's like, well, she's my wife. I'm like, oh, you guys are fucking the worst, dude. Ew, dude. Actually, ew. I have special colors of blue that nobody knows about. But I'd tell people the colors. I'll put the colors on their car, but I won't tell them the colors. I won't tell them how to make the color, but I'll put the color on their car for a little extra money. I'm like, oh, okay. You're a complete dickbag. Gotcha. So in every conceivable way, you're a piece of shit. Gotcha. Great. I'm getting mad right now. Stop. End of the day, I won. End of the day, I won. I don't know why I'm getting mad right now. End of the day, I won. It took 9.5 hours, but I got my car tuned. And it sounds great. And I got what I wanted. It only took 9.5 hours. I won. I got to keep reminding myself. At the end of the day, Nick, you won. You got the W. You got the W and you learned a lot. At the end of the day, you're a winner. Plus, we made some new friends. Learned a lot, dude. What was that? Woo! Did Park just get one right now? Pork just got one right now. He just knocked a daily down. And gosh darn, it's people like me, dude. Dude, no, you'd have fucking eaten this guy's lunch, JP. I don't know why you don't play roleplay. I think you'd be I mean, just you being you could be a self-insert. And people be like, yo, he's a character. Like, no, that's JP. That's actually JP. But they wouldn't know any better. They'd be like, yo, this guy's fucking playing a full-blown character, huh? Like, no, that's just JP. That's who he is. You got built-in character energy, dude. I mean that as a compliment. You're a 101, bud. Okay, I'm gonna go back down towards the beach. Ooh, before I do that. Fishington's on. Interesting. There's Pork right there. Look at Pran. He has a fucking Dwight thing for his... How did he do that? I want to know how he did that. I'm just gonna put that out there. That's a feeler. I'm gonna put that feeler out there for him right there. Just so Pork knows. Hey, don't touch my brick of coke. He go, well, you got a what now? When the fuck did you get a brick of coke, bro? What the fuck? I did. I found it in a car when I was chopping. Is the answer to that? But like he doesn't know that. He's like, what the fuck is Beans doing coke? Beans bought a brick of coke? No, I didn't buy it. I found it in a car. Yeah, we have not gotten anywhere near coke in any meaningful way. I don't even know how to respond to that. I knew he'd get. I was hoping he'd see it and text me and go, what the fuck? How do we have a brick of coke? But I also don't want him to fuck with it. What's happening right now? Why is this doing this? Don't do this. Why is it doing this? Oh no.
Okay, what? Okay. What is going on, man?
All right, so I was chopping for about 4 or 5 hours Saturday after my eyes went off, and I found a brick of coke in one of the cars, dude. I don't know what the fuck to do with it, but like we got to figure out, can we chop that up and sell it, or can we? I don't know how.
You know what we should do? You know, what's the fucking? There's one thing. There's a group daily that it's like cut the
Right.
slab. We just
Well,
wait
here's
until that happens,
yes.
and then we just sell it, right?
Well, here's what I'm thinking is like maybe the next time you sell a USB to Fishington, you ask him, hey, if I had a brick or box, it's like it's called something. It's not called a brick. It's called like a box or a block maybe. I was like, if I had a block of coke, what the fuck? How do I break that and cut that? Because like, yeah, that is one of our dailies. We get that one a lot to like cut a slab or whatever the fuck. Like we could probably do that, right? With that.
With boxes, you hold on. With boxes, you just like boxes of weed and stuff. You just like use it. If you know what I mean.
100% with the baggies and the scale, and you just turn it into bags or whatever the fuck. But like, is it the same for? I mean, maybe it's the same for. My point is, you got a guy that could probably answer that question, given that Fishington guy is a fucking relatively knowledgeable. Like maybe we bend his ear next time we sell him a USB and be like, yo, if someone was happened to find a this, that, or the other thing. I lost him. You got beans.
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to give. Some girl ran up on me. I thought she was about to like shoot me or something. She thought I was a local on my bike, but
Oh
she was
Lord.
like, "You got a lockpick?" So I gave it to her. No, I gave her 2 lockpicks, but it wouldn't let me give her 2 lockpicks. It wouldn't let me put 2.
Huh.
And I clicked my escape muscle. You know what I mean?
You're a real son bitch, man. You hung up on me. Bottom line,
I
what
didn't
happened?
mean
You hung
to.
up. Nope, you're a real dirtbag, and I'll never forgive you, dude. I'm at the beach doing some garbage cans. I'm trying to find some USBs or something so we can push that situation. But yeah, we know people that are smart enough to tell us how to break down a box or whatever, right?
Yeah, 100%.
We got to know people, so we'll just leave that alone for now. You're the only one that's going to get into the warehouse right now, except for Allie. But if he comes back in the city, he's not even in the group. But he does still have access to the warehouse. He's not going to steal a box from us. Allie's a good egg. But yeah, so we're going to try and figure that out at some point. But you're absolutely right. We should save it for when we have that daily.
Yeah, because, I mean, sometimes, man, we start re-rolling those dailies and we just get absolutely fucked by some other stupid one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't disagree with that at all. Also, I put in a spec on a warehouse, a large warehouse, only because it was a door without an E on it, without the muscle on it, and the Dynasty 8 agent was in the city, so I said fuck it. Also, it's like walking distance from the Mirror Park garage. It's kind of in the open, but best part, 340,000 if it gets approved. I'm saying for a large warehouse, literally starts at large. We don't got to. I mean, we'd still have to put a lot of money in to make it into a weed one, but 340 is way better than 600. You get what I'm saying? Did I lose you again?
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop driving around. I keep driving into no service. Like, I was driving into the casino parking lot for my dailies, and then I was gonna just sit there, but I guess I'm just gonna sit right here. But I heard up until you were like, only 340 for the warehouse.
Yeah, I mean 340, dude. That's literally starting price on a large. All these jacked up prices that you're getting on the listings is because they probably either made it into a weed warehouse or whatever other kind of warehouse, or they're just like times passed and people have more money, so I'm gonna gouge them and make a fortune. Either way,
Also,
I'd rather play 340.
probably. Like, I mean, you gotta take that into account. I mean, there's only so many large warehouses in the city.
True, and this one is like not a sure thing at all. By the way, like it's like sharing part of a building that may or may not be allowed to be shared because like large warehouses are large for a reason, right? So like the realtor was even telling me like, hey, there's a real chance that the powers that be might be no, this building isn't big enough to sustain 2 large warehouses. That's ultimately their decision, kind of a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Alright.
But I figured I'd put it out there because it's so hard to get a hold of these other assholes. So it's like, what are we supposed to do? You know, we can't get a hold of these other assholes.
I swear, I'm pretty sure, like, some of the people that own the large warehouses literally, like, they just fly in, like, just fuck
Once a
around
week
for,
to pay it.
Like 30 minutes.
Yeah, and then leave.
They just dip.
Yeah, which is bullshit because that needs to fucking go back to an empty door so we can just get it.
I feel like there should be. I know it sounds like really fucked up because like don't want to force people to fly into city, but I feel like there should be like a time, like minimum that you're in city for like that week,
Yeah, at least to own something that valuable. I mean, it's crazy
Like,
that so many of those are, like to your point,
doesn't have
stopped
to be
but
something
held up.
crazy, Like 3 hours a week. Like that's not crazy. That's like not like an immense amount, But
Right.
it'll stop people from just like coming in and stopping their fucking warehouses.
Yeah, it's like everybody bought up all the cool shit, and then they're like, I don't feel like playing this anymore. And it's like, oh, cool. Now everything's just trapped, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Man.
So we got wiggle room, though. Like in the next 2 days, we'll hear back from them, positive or negative, and we'll move from there. But I still do want that one, obviously that Dustin Mills one that's kind of down and around. But I mean, I don't want to chase that guy all day, dude. Hell, funny thing is, the neighbor that we would have at this new place that I put the offer in on or whatever, he's in the listings as well, trying to sell it for 600. I'm like, fuck. Worst case, if we can't live next to him, maybe we can get a hold of him. We'll, say fuck you, Dustin Mills, and try and get a hold of him and buy his shit.
Man.
Then we'd have no neighbors. My point is, I'm making moves on the fucking large warehouse. We're heading in that direction one way or the other. God damn it, I'm getting sick of this shit.
Hey man, if you do all the business,
I got a suit and everything, brother.
Right now.
I got a suit and everything, dude. No, listen. If it's a Dynasty 8 or something like that, I put a suit on, all right, and they appreciate it. I make a show of it, and they say, you know, you look sharp, and I go, hey, you look sharp too, and it's a whole thing, dude. Don't worry about it.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna get into the casino and start doing these dailies. I'll
Wait,
let
wait.
get
Oh,
to
you got.
trash
Oh, yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. You got dailies. I thought it was like group dailies. We don't have any fucking.
No, you cleared those, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah. Trash and no fold. It was great, dude. Had to re-roll,
Wait,
but
I need to go to the fucking warehouse. I was trashing her. Oh,
ah, motherfucker. I just hung up on him. Sorry. Yeah, toast would be perfect, dude. Beans and toast. Beans and toast. That's perfect, dude. I like it. Yeah, we got pork and beans. That's pork. And then beans and then toast. Oh my gosh. Get out of here, dude. Ooh, meth bag. Come on. Hey, lady, you like meth? She probably likes meth. Hey, come here.
Hi.
Here, buy this meth. I just... No? You telling me you're not a meth head? Stop it. You know you're a meth head. Over here smoking cigarettes, dude. Yeah, me and Pork and, you know, any of the boys that want to come back in the city on a regular basis. We cleared out the whole fucking group, by the way. I don't know if any of you guys remember. Any of you guys were there for that. But we cleared everybody out. Allie got kicked. Gage got kicked. Blaze got kicked. So many of the guys got booted off the group just because, like, we used to have, like, 5 or 4. I think at most we had 4, like, group dailies. It was so much to handle for just me by myself. Pork's coming back in the city semi-regularly now, but, like, you know, he had school for a while, so he was gone, and everybody was being real flaky, wasn't showing up regularly. So it was becoming incredibly difficult to knock down the dailies. So we just thinned the herd. We just took everybody off the list. If the homie, I mean, listen, Yeskel's still the homie, obviously. If he wants to come into the city, he's like, yo, I'm going to have, you know, I'm going to be in the city for the next couple weeks. Instant invite back. He's back in the group. It's like, there's no malice involved. If Gage is like, yo, I had some shit going on outside the city or whatever, I'm back in the city regular basis. I'm like, beautiful, you're back in the group. Like, everybody's back in the group. Like, nobody's out of the group. I couldn't hold up their weight anymore, dude. It was becoming too much. So there's no, you know, malice or ill intent or anything. It's like, it's just survivability, man. We were bleeding rep points and stuff. If you don't accomplish the dailies, you lose rep points on your group. So having like 5 or 6 people in the group's not really that valuable when they don't get in the city, you know? If you're not getting in the city, like, it's like, fuck, now it's left to just a couple of us that do get in regularly. Or in my case, that last couple of weeks, it was like literally just me coming into the city every day for a week and a half or 2. And I was like, yo, I'm just getting my dick kicked into the dirt doing 5 people's worth of work by myself. I was like, this is not fun. It started to really suck. So yeah, everybody got booted. I didn't feel great about it. I felt kind of like, I feel like I'm being a shithead. But like, no, dude, I can't carry the weight of 5 people. I can't do it. Shouldn't have to. Not going to do it. Fucking orange. Get out of here, orange. I say all that to say this, though. We're going to get ourselves a large warehouse and start growing weed on a large level. That is what we're heading towards. That's what we're moving towards. That's why I have almost $1 million in my bank account, and I'm not buying silly, stupid cars and doing dumb shit with it. 20,000 on black, like type shit. I'm not doing anything like that. We're saving up right now because once you buy the large warehouse, then you've got to customize it into a weed warehouse, and that I think costs even more than buying the large warehouse does. I'm pretty sure. So it's pretty exciting, though. I'm stoked about it. It's gonna be cool. All right, we got to dump out. I already missed out on a suitcase today. Oh, I'm so bummed. Right at the start, I missed out on a suitcase. That could have been so much money. It could have been USBs. It could have been a bunch of shit. Toast. Dude, beans and toast. That would be sick. All right, let's go up and sell the designer glasses at the pawn. Whoa. I mean, look how much money I'm losing. Look how much money I'm losing just driving through the city. These, dude. These ticket light things. Oh my god. I mean, oh my god. I think that's the SUV I need right there. Interesting. I could be an arms dealer, sell gats to the homie, sell gats to the homies. Yeah, bro, you have some competition on that front. It would take a lot of money. I mean, technically, that's what the group I'm currently running. That's what our initial thing was. Like when I go into my F5, see how it says East Side above my head and shit. This whole menu right here. This is my group menu. It started out as East Side, a gang, with Gage and Cash, and they invited me in. Like when the when the restart happened in October, like they started this. It was initially it was a gang, and their focus was where the fuck was it? The group's our specialty was munitions. Like they chose munitions. They were like, we're going to be the guy that like makes bullets and shit for everyone. Like it's a valuable job in the city. We're gonna be the supplier of all like munitions and arms and stuff. That was the goal they were heading towards. But then that didn't really pan out for them because it's not just like I've decided I'm gonna sell guns. It's like no, there's so much legwork, bro. Millions of dollars you have to earn, and like connections you have to make, and you learn how to do this, learn how to do that, find blueprints, pay for this, pay for that, build this, build that. It's like it's very it's not as easy as just selling guns, but like because technically that's what the group I was in was initially trying to do, but they thought better of it pretty quickly, probably because the road was a little too long. potentially. I don't know actually their motivations. They just ultimately, at a certain point, were like, let's just go be cops. Like most of the guys that started the group I joined initially have all gone and made cop characters and went and became cops. So they basically handed me off the group at a certain point a couple months ago. And once I got the group, I was like, hey, Ali, Pork, we're going to grow weed. Like, I know that our focus, like, we've chosen the focus of, like, go and make ammunitions, but, like, I don't want to make ammunitions. I got no interest in bullets. I want to grow grass. So, like, we're moving towards buying a large warehouse, which you need to have a large warehouse, and then you have the blueprint for a weed lockup, which we already have. We found one of those. And then you got to buy all these lights and supplies and stuff, which costs us a ton of money. And once you get all the things like collected and brought to the warehouse, I guess there's a way to like make your large warehouse into a weed warehouse. I don't know how to do that part exactly, but like we'll figure it out. But then eventually we're gonna be able to make potentially the best strain of weed in the city with any luck, if we can do the legwork. So we're going for like a large grow up is what we're going for. But yeah, every single day. In fact, today I think I got one. Let me see. I think I got one today. Every single day in the city, I get a text from this guy, Joseph. There he is right here. My contact from Russia, I don't know if you can read that. My contact from Russia, Joseph, is waiting for you in Los Santos. Strange guy, doesn't even let me know where he is. All he gave me was this, 799. Does this mean anything to you? We think it's a crate number. If you go down to the docks, the crates down to the docks have numbers on them. Every day I get a text with a number. If we go find that crate and we have the tools to unlock the crate, I think it triggers like a police response and stuff, and it's like a whole like steal the stuff from the crate, and if we steal stuff from the crate, potentially we can make bullets out of it and sell the bullets. I think is basically what we're set up for. That's why, because we chose the path of like ammunitions, right? I showed you that in the member menu, the F5, the gang menu. Because we chose the path of ammunitions, I think I keep getting those. I'm pretty sure that's what those texts are about. That's what Gage told me when he handed me over the group. He goes, "You're going to get a text every day from the guy that wants you to go run the resources for your bullets or whatever." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't want." He goes, "Yeah, we've been ignoring those text messages." He goes, "It's kind of a whole thing. It has a police response involved, like, and the police are real people. So it's like there's 6 to 8 real motherfuckers on the server that have better guns than you have, or better guns than at least we have." And it's a whole shootout and probably a hostage situation. I would imagine we'd probably have to have a hostage in case we can't break into the crate fast enough. And it's like it's a whole thing. It's exciting if you're inclined to be on that, playing role play on that level, be like master criminal, gunfights with the cops type role play. Like then yeah, there you go. It's right there. But I'm not really into that. I kind of like a more passive criminal enterprise, like growing and selling weed. Still potential to run into cops, but like it's a lot less direct,
Let's go get pulled over by the police. It's this bitch right here. No, PJ is back.
Keep.
Yeah, PJ is very much over there. Oh, PJ is not spinning around.
That lady on the motorcycle, she was over there yesterday when I was getting my. Oh, I should do that. I should do that. I should do that. Let's see if she recognizes me. I got to get the gear back on. She was over there yesterday when I was waiting in line for 9 hours. Oh, she's gone. I'm telling you, if I drive this car around long enough, someone's going to go, yo, it's the guy that was waiting at the East Customs. I'm going to get that from somebody. You still suck at driving? Says you. This is the car I got tuned yesterday. It's not fast. It's a slippery piece of shit. Also, you don't know how these cars drive. I mean, these cars have completely been customized. Every one of these cars has been customized in the city, dude. Like, they drive a certain kind of way. Every car is sloppy and slippery and a different kind of drive, dude. And keep in mind, there's 400 other people on this server well, actually right now probably not. Let me see. There is 164 other people on the server right now driving around. If you drive like a fucking race car driver, you're going to be in the hospital 7 to 10 times a day. So. But you wouldn't know that because you're not brave enough to play on a roleplay server because you're scared. But I don't want to play pretend. What's going on over here? Oh my god, there's a robbery going on behind me. I'm just getting gas. Nobody's still in there, right? There's no chance. You see how long it takes for this car to get going? It's the worst car in the city driving wise. So good. Every other car is just like and it just drives off. This car's like it's awesome though, dude. People like this car, bro. They're like, ooh, that's pretty and shit. And I'm like, yeah, you haven't driven it. It's the worst to drive, dude. It's so bad. But I told the customization guy, I said, I want Stormtrooper, dude. I want a Stormtrooper's helmet. I want it to look like a Stormtrooper's helmet. And he said, say less, fam. And I was like, nice. Yeah, you don't want a race car drive around this city, dude. One, there's speeding cameras that'll give you a ticket and take money directly out of your bank account. Two, wait, I have drugs on me?
How are you?
I'm good, man. Here you go.
Appreciate it. Oh, please. Oh, please.
Hit me with a quarter. Sir, please. It's a tough time.
Fucking baggers. I don't deal with baggers. How much money do I have? That's enough to play a little poker. I don't have any dailies that are poker related, right? Ground digger, mining, yeah, I'll have that. All of that bullshit. I got 2 hours before those rotate. Yeah, JP's too cool to play pretend. Listen, I'm not saying this isn't dork shit, but come on. Like, this is high level pretend, guys, alright? I get it. I'm a grown ass man, dude. I spend all day playing pretend on the internet, but still. It's fun. I think JP, I think you'd be really surprised how much fun you could have playing on one of these servers. I also think you'd have a hard time keeping it in the city. Someone would piss you off, and you'd be like, "Fuck you, man! I'm not even playing this shit, dude." And it's like, "No, you're not playing, dude. You're in a city. You're in a city. Pretend, pretend. You know, you're not playing a game. You're in a city. It's real life. Pretend." I think JP. I think you struggle with the pretend, bro. If I know you at all, you'd be like, "Fuck this fucking guy." You'd be like, "Nah, fuck this fucking guy." Like you'd be doing a lot of that, dude.
Another card? Okay, bets are closed. Let's begin.
Where is the?
Scene 20.
There's so many things that make me want to go like this fucking weird little squeaking piece of shit kid right here, but I don't. I go, "Hey, how the hell are you?" And I keep it in character. You gotta keep it in character, dude. It's all pretend.
The bets are closed. Let's begin.
That's a 12. That's an 8. 20. Got 11. See a 12 there. There's a blackjack.
Bets are closed. Best of luck. What will your
All
move
bets
be?
are closed. It's time to play. Your chips?
I do think you'd have a good time driving around the trucks though,
10.
like the gas trucks and the trailer trucks and shit. That part, I think you'd have a lot of fun with that.
Whenever you're ready.
Another card?
I'm not playing a high card 10, dude. Get out of my face.
That's a 16.
One more.
And that's a bust.
Oh, I could have beat him. High card 10 would have won. Who knew?
10.
Feeling up for another?
5. Please place your chips down. Wow, 20. Okay, bets are closed. Let's begin. A 6.
The bets are closed.
13.
Let's begin.
An 18 now. 17.
Bets are closed. Best of luck.
Would you like another card? Ready to play. Place those chips, please. All bets are in. And that's 20.
What will your move be?
7 there.
Whenever you're ready.
10. Chips, please.
Ooh, flush. Let's go. Big money. Gimme, gimme.
One more card. All bets are closed. It's time to play.
You're not beating my flush, dude. Get out of my face.
Shall we go?
Ha, nice try, bitch. Give me all my money.
A 4.
Cha-ching. Player plus for 400. Won the hand for 400. Come on.
Chips, if you would. Please place your chips down. Betting closed.
I'm up 300 bucks.
Okay, bets are closed. Let's begin.
The bets are closed. Let's begin.
Got a 7. 5. See a 2.
Bets are closed.
11 here.
Best of luck.
We have another card.
I'd love to get a straight flush at 40 to 1. Imagine. Oh, bro.
What will your move be? Whenever you're ready.
Ooh, 3 of a kind. 3 of a kind is 30 to 1.
All bets are closed.
Bro, I just made like 3 grand, 4 grand, 5 grand or something. I don't know how. I can't do math.
We have 9.
That's 3 of a kind, bitch. Get off me.
All bets are 20. Let's get this started. And that's
Flush doesn't beat 3 of a kind, bitch. Nice try. 3,000 on the pair plus. Let's go, dude.
okay. Bets are closed.
I'm telling you, I'm figuring out this poker one, dude. I mean, that's just, it's random luck to get 3 of a kind, obviously, but
Bust.
in fact, I'm going to walk away right now.
Another card.
Dude.
If you would.
Cha-ching. I walked in with what? I walked in with 1,600. I had 1,600 in my pocket. I have 5,400. We're walking out of here. Just made like 4 grand at the casino. Bing! Thank you so much. Drop it into the bucket. Now, do I go do a horse race real quick? I don't do. Part of me wants to put 1,500 of my winnings onto a horse race right now. I'm gonna have a hard time not going that direction right here. Maybe we just look at one race. Let's just look. I'm addicted to the ponies, dude. My character is addicted to the ponies, but also I am, dude. I really like the inside track. It's super fun.
I don't know. I'm going borrowed Sara.
Shit, I'm going robocall. Fuck it, let's see.
Scissor for the win. Come on.
Look at this fucking guy.
This fucking guy over here, huh?
This fucking
Degenerate.
guy.
A degenerate.
Man,
Hey,
you know
aren't
I'm
we
doing
all?
dailies. How long ago did I even call you telling you I had to come here and do my
Bro, I had
dailies?
things to do, man. I had fucking things to do. Listen, I was just over at the
So
poker
long
table,
ago.
dude. I got 3 8s, 3 of a kind. Got 3 grand, dude, off $100. Come on.
Wow.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna blow
Now
all that money over here
imagine-
on the ponies.
Imagine you put 1,500 on all those.
True. That would be wild. But, I mean, I didn't expect to get 3 of a kind, obviously. Come on, Scissor. Here we go. Come on. Lane 2. Happy to be here.
Damn, my bitch in last. Come on, robocall. You're better than that. Let's go. Let's go.
Too early.
Come on, robocall. Stay up there. Yeah, I'm losing.
Well, you might have another jump in you. You never know.
Come on.
Oh, he might have another jump in him. Look at him. There you go. I think you got it. That second jump, man. That did it.
Come on. Oh, let's go.
You got it,
No
dude. God dang.
way.
Look at this guy.
Absolutely no way you're in like 2-to-1 odds here and you're not winning. Like, come on, man.
Man, you know.
It's been like all the long shots.
Long shots, middle of the roads and shit.
Yeah, like I'm.
Whenever it's 2 of the same shit, it's 9 times out of 10 one of them.
See, I think it's got to be Ghost Tank, dude.
You
Lane
know,
4.
All y'all are gonna feel real silly when it's drunken brandy.
Nah, it's Durban poison, bro. 100%. Or tax the poor. It's probably tax the poor. Fuck. Shit, of course the rich always win.
Lane 2's a shit lane, though, man. Doesn't win that often.
True. I don't know. My first round,
I think they
Lane
gotta.
2, and they won.
I think they got to resolve the fucking dirt over there in Lane 2, man. That's a tough lane for the horses. You know what I mean?
Man, for real. They do that shit on purpose. Yeah, I'm over at the track. Bet. Come on, number 3. Jump, bitch, jump.
Yeah, it's too early for my
Three's
number 4
losing.
right there. Way too early. Unless he has another one, that's too early.
I feel like it's tax the poor. 2's gonna jump and win it. Yep, I knew I should have picked tax the
And
poor.
then here
bro.
comes number 1.
Oh, no,
Here comes number 1.
What?
He's
Bada
got it.
bing, bada
He's
boom.
got it.
See you fellas later.
Hey, good shit,
Yo,
bro.
Shark, do you have a quarter you can spare me?
I have lots of quarters. None I can give you, sir.
Please, I'm practically begging. My wife is pregnant.
I mean, you're great at it, dude. You're really good at it. You're wildly annoying, just like all the other ones that bag. You've nailed it.
I'm trying to be annoying.
No, you've
I'm
nailed
really
it. I'm just letting you know, man. You know.
I'm hurting inside. Just please.
Oh, I believe it. I believe you are.
Only
You're
you can make me happy.
you're selling the shit out of it, dude. I believe you.
I just need you. I'll
Well,
ask you one last time. One last chance.
oh, I hope one last time. That'd be great if it was one last time.
$10,000. It'll really help me. Okay. Better luck next time. I'm just gonna starve.
Yeah, well, look, here's to hoping, fuckface. Get a job, bitch. Pizzas, this ain't that hard, dude.
Jeez. He said, donate me a quarter, and it went to $10,000. That's crazy.
I think he saw how much we were betting on these horses. He says, "Fuck, man, I'll take my numbers up a little bit here, you know."
Hey, for real. Come on, measles. I think I might have this.
That's a too early, dude.
I don't know.
Unless he's got a second burst in him.
You remember what happened last time? You said another second push?
I mean,
Second push.
he'll have a second push, but will the second push just get him up to the front, or will it get him all the way in front?
No.
Oh.
Come on,
6 is
Measles,
going to be a
Measles.
problem. Nope, you got it. I think you got it.
Let's
You
go!
fucking A. Fucking
Let's
A, dude. There you go.
Hey, good fucking shit.
That early jump, though, man, always scares the shit out of me, dude. That's always a bad
Hey,
sign.
For real. I was worried. I was definitely worried. But shit, I'm out of here, brother. You have a good one. Hopefully you win.
Yep, thank you, bro. You have a good day, dude.
You as well. Thanks, man.
I'm in here blowing all the goodwill. I've already lost all the money I made. I mean, usually when I go to this casino, I'm like, I walk in going like, let's lose all the money I have in my pocket. You know? That's basically what I'm still trying to do right here. Unless I hit on Los Santos Savior. In which case, cha-ching. I think I got a real shot. it's completely middle of the pack. 4 to 1, 6 to 1 are in front of it. Dream Shatter in lane 5 is a real problem, though. I'm not gonna lie. But Los Santos Savior is a great horse in a really good lane, and 7 to 1's pretty good odds. There's a chance. I got a chance, unless he doesn't move at all, which he doesn't seem like he's moving at all. Oop, hold on. Oop, hold on. All right, first burst got him out in front, but as long as he didn't fall too far back. Don't fall too far back. Stay in the pack. Wait for your second burst. That was a good second burst. Love it. Now can you hold on while these fuckers all come running up on you? Yes, you can. Perfect. We got it. Whew. Made it all back. Thank God. I was about to go broke. Whew. God dang, man. Took a ride on that one, I'll tell you what. All right, now we got to leave because we were down like $4 and fucking thank God we hit on one and got back up. And now we're leaving with even more money than we had when we walked into the fucking inside track. Came in with 1,600, leaving with $8,000. Come on, here we go. I mean, we came in with 1,600, hit up to 5,400 just off the poker, which never happens. So then I started wasting some of that money on some ponies. Almost lost it all, then got back up, and you know, now we're depositing $8,000 into the savings right here. Gotta love that. 860,000. Come on.
It's like a fucking bass or something with your voice.
There's a bait.
Oh yeah, now it's better, dog.
Okay. I knew you were rich. I'm sorry, but I knew you were rich.
This is a cheap ass car. There's nothing rich about this car. All right, we got to go get the mutated tomatoes, get them up to grape seed before it becomes nighttime again. And yes, we are driving this car, even though this car's not fast. I have much faster cars than this, but... I'm very curious. I need to take this car up to Grapeseed for the mutated tomatoes because I'm very curious to see how fast it is. Now that I've gotten it tuned, it's only going to be like 10 or 12 miles an hour faster is what people say, but I still want to I still want to give it a try, dude. Because I haven't. I mean, I think it was like 156 top speed before I got it tuned. I'm curious if I can hit like maybe 170. I'd love to hit 170 with it. That'd be sick. What am I grabbing? Oh, that's right. I'm grabbing the. See, because look right there. We got a blueprints weed lockup. We got a weed lockup blueprint already, so we know what ingredients we need. Cocaine block. I got that out of a car the other day. Ooh, come on with it one time. Ketamine ampule. Nice, dude. Good shit. Fucking Pork must have found a ketamine ampule in the trash, dude. That's awesome. All right, mutated tomatoes. Gimme, gimme, gimme. All right. It's 12 o'clock. I don't know how late the... Imagine we get all the way up the grapeseed and we miss by... Hey, fuckface!
Ooh,
That's bullshit, bro. I saw you hooking over at the fucking... I can't see shit now. My glasses. Where the fuck are my glasses?
Man, they're right here. Here, I got them. Right here. There you go.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Oh, there you are. Yep, ugly as ever. I fucking knew it.
Man, quit playing. Quit playing. You know this helmet's sexy. You know it is.
Bro, so I didn't give you the fucking rigmarole about my day yesterday. I gotta tell you, the abridged version, dude. I fucking spent 9.5 hours waiting to get this car tuned.
For what? Why? How? 9?
The principle of
Why?
it. The principle of it. Because I'm a fucking psychopath, and I decided fuck this.
I mean, why did it take 9
Well,
9 hours?
because I didn't wait for a fucking tuner. I just came in at the storm at 10 o'clock in the morning and sat at East Customs till one showed up. Took 9.5 hours.
Well, was DW open at all?
Yeah,
During that?
and so was East like 3 different times over the course of that 9.5 hours, but no tuners. You know what I mean?
Oh.
I saw people come and go. I spent literally the entire day sitting in the parking lot. At the end of the day, you know how I fucking finally got a tuner?
Tell me.
This dumb bitch in a black dress rolls in with her Lamborghini and says, "Hey, guys, nobody's going to clock in. You guys are wasting your time standing in line." And then 3 or 4 people left. I, of course, stayed because I was already 8 hours in. I'm like, fuck you, I'm going to stay. Didn't say that to her, obviously, but I was like, yeah, you're not scaring me off the line. She drives into the fucking garage, and what happens 10 minutes later? Well, her husband, which I found out later, rolls in, clocks in, sits in the roadside truck, which they're required to do for half an hour when they clock in, then goes inside after exactly half an hour. I clocked it as I was standing there. I'm like, okay, what time is it? Okay. In exactly a half an hour, he goes inside the tuner shop and starts working on his girlfriend's car. I go, oh, interesting.
Well, you were there first.
100%. I was there for 9.5 hours. But ultimately, he comes out and goes, "What do you need?" Like, you know, on some like, you know, I'm inconveniencing him, I'm bothering him, shit. And I was like, "I need just a tune." He goes, "Just a tune?" I go, "Yeah, just a tune." Just in a rush, hurried, with very little conversation. His girlfriend was, or in-city wife or whatever the fuck, was way nicer about it, but was like chatting me up and stuff. Like, oh, how long? It's a nice car and yada yada yada. Basically, this fucking sneaky son of a bitch sent his girlfriend to clear out the parking lot so he could clock in without any responsibilities and work on her car. You get what I'm saying? That is the tuner I got after 9.5 hours, dude. That was my day yesterday.
And you know what's crazy too?
Hmm.
I bet freaking money on it that he gave her the commission that he made.
Oh,
Her
dude,
paying for it.
100%. No, he didn't. He didn't make her pay for anything he worked on. There's no chance.
Like, ugh.
But in that moment, of course, in the city, I'm grateful. I'm happy. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. I've been waiting so long for this, man. This is great. You guys are heroes. And yada, yada. In my head, I'm going, fuck this simp. Fuck this bull. You know what I mean? Like, this fucking bitch scared off 3 other people that were waiting with me to get a tune, potentially, if a tuner showed up. Like, she scared off 3 potential people that could have had their services met by her boyfriend, who just wanted to help his girlfriend on some simp level shit, and then clock the fuck out.
Man.
Hey, if you don't want to be a mechanic, don't be a fucking mechanic, is my end all be all of the thing. You know what I mean?
Whenever I get another out of city girlfriend, if I bring her in city, man, if I start acting like that, shoot me, please.
Bro, 100%. Also,
Please
the other
just
part of
shoot
it
me
is,
in Ocean
I'm not
Valley.
100% convinced this isn't an in-city marriage. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it may even be that, dude. I don't know that for sure, but like, you know what I mean?
Oh man.
Imagine. Now, I don't know one way or the other, but like,
man.
the way he was operating, I feel like this is Simp City fucking 101 for him, dude. You know what I mean? Look at me. I'm the cool tuner. I'm really impressive. Will you marry me in the cyber world type bullshit?
Yeah, no, I would. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what happened at the end of 9 hours of waiting in frustration.
I don't even.
Oh, I wanted to punch him in
even
the
know what to
fucking
say
face
to
so
that.
bad,
Just-
dude. I
don't
wanted to
know.
punch him in the face
That
so
kind of
fucking
stuff's
bad.
just nasty to me.
Oh, it's gross, dude. It's like, come on, dude. Go outside, dude. Touch some grass. You know what I mean? I'm saying.
Talking to
I mean,
me?
I'm
I
saying
can't
that.
hear you.
What?
You just Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hit a little like little circle. I don't.
Hello. Yeah, I'm all set up. I'm good to go.
Man, what the fuck just happened?
I don't
Hello?
know.
Oh, there you go.
Everything's going good for me, dude. I have everything
Yeah,
set up.
you
correct.
you just came back. I don't.
All right. Well, they probably muted me because I was talking a bunch of shit.
Yeah, they're talking shit about their people.
Either way, man. Like, listen. Not after 9.5 hours, my takeaway is these mechanics are running uphill in the snow. Like, we all know this, though, the roadside of it all and everything else, and the promotion system and how hard it is to become a tuner, and then yada yada yada. But like, bro.
Well, yeah, because all the people that aren't tuners yet, they just really run roadside. They're kind of just bitches.
And apparently that doesn't pay well and doesn't add to your hours of work. Like, you have to have hours of work as a mechanic doing mechanic work. Roadside doesn't count towards that. So, like, if it's a heavy roadside day, you just wasted fucking 8 hours in the city trying to get a promotion. You know what I'm saying?
Man, if I was thinking about becoming a mechanic, like sometime, maybe like later on, but like I don't know if I'll be able to do it. With
What's
all,
up,
like,
Yes?
the
How's it going,
roadside
brother?
Stuff. Like I would just the second that I start having to like constantly go to roadsides, I think I would just clock out, and then I just.
I mean,
have a
I
good
think
day.
that's 90% of the mechanics at this point. Because they're just like, I don't want to do that shit. It's not worth. There's no money in it. Also, dude, for like, if say you charge a person roadside $300, you get like $3. The guys, the mechanics were telling me that fucking the margins are ridiculous, dude. It's like some people charge $1,000 just to make $100 on a roadside call. They'll charge $1,000 just so they get $100. I'm like, dude, gouging somebody for $1,000 just so you can get $100 is kind of gross, honestly. But like, whatever. Like, even then, you're not making any money, dude. How many fucking roadside
man.
calls can you do, and how quickly?
Every time I've ever had a roadside, and like they'll usually be pretty cheap. It's like, oh yeah, here, take $400 from me, and then I'll be like, all right, here, what's your number? Let me give you a tip, and I'll give them like 1,000.
Yeah, I guess they got to live on that, right? That's got to be the thing.
Yeah, because I was talking with one while he was doing my car, because I fucked that thing up, let me tell you what. But he was like, I was like, man, how much are you really gonna make off me here? Like, be honest. He was like, man, I'm making like $10, I think.
Yeah, it's garbage,
I was like, dude, no way.
And it's required. They're forced to do it, dude. They don't even get a fucking profit off of it, dude. And they have to do it. Church and state, man, they got to separate that out, make that its own job, dude. Like, I'm telling you, people would do it if it was lucrative, if there's a progression system and good money in it at the top end. Like, hell, I'd fucking do roadside.
I think it's okay if what they charge, I feel like they should get double whatever they charge, right? Like, if it's like $300, they should get 600. Like, it doesn't make sense, but like to a point it makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, then people would just be clocking in to do roadside if it was that fucking lucrative.
I guess, yeah.
Then you'd never have a mechanic do a mechanic work. Dude, I asked every single mechanic I talked to, because I mean, like I said, I saw maybe 7 or 8 mechanics, no tuners, till the very end, but like, I must have seen 7 or 8 mechanics over the course of that 9.5 hours. I asked every single one of them, I said, what did you get into the mechanic work for? Why'd you apply for the whitelist job? And they go, dude, I wanted to work on cars. I go, fucking hey, none of y'all wanted to work on a roadside truck. And they're like, nah, dude, that we had nobody applied to be a roadside fucking guy. That's not, nobody gets into the mechanic game for that. You know what I mean?
I feel like roadside could be fun if you found the right people taking the roadside, but I feel like a lot of people
100%.
are just kind of shitty to like all whitelist jobs, if you know what I mean.
Yes, 100%. Also, I think it could be really cool if, like, say you start out with a bullshit janky ass pull behind trailer, and then you work your way up to the flatbed, fucking put it on the truck type fucking trailer, work your way up to the
So it's like a
promotions,
progression,
and
like
fuck yeah, like Ron or Pizza This or anything else. Make it a job, dude. Have a spot where you go clock in, dude. Like, dude, when roadside comes on, like, hey, racers, start racing, man. You got roadside to save you if you get in a crash. Like, hey, there's no roadside in the city right now. Everybody fucking relax while you're driving, type shit, to keep people accountable a little bit. You know what I mean? It could be a hell of a fucking cool job, dude.
Man, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I feel like a lot of people wouldn't want to like work it there.
Well, if you make the money right, you put the money. I mean, who wanted to go fishing until the fishing became real fucking profitable? You know what I mean?
I guess that is true.
It's all about the margins. You get the right margins and keep it balanced. Obviously, you don't want to get crazy with it. Lord knows what happened to the fucking dumpster truck driving at the beginning of the fucking wipe. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude.
the whole world was fucking doing trash. It was so
That
fucking
shit was
lucrative.
it was pissing me off, man. You go down to the south side, you
Oh,
literally
dude.
can drive like 10 feet without fucking getting crashed into by a garbage.
100%, dude. I'd get a run. I'd be
Oh,
like,
I'm
oh, fuck, I'm
sorry.
heading towards the south side. I'm fucked. You know, that type of shit. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm going to the south
Man,
side.
they never even ever stopped for me. They would, oh, I'm sorry, keep driving. Like, go fuck off, man.
I mean, the
What
thing
you
about
say?
it is, like, they're working their route. You know, I can get this done in 8 minutes, and it gives me this much money. So the quicker I can do this, like, they're on some fucking, like, everybody get out of my way shit. It's like, god dang, dude.
Man, I like to run wrong, just fucking sit there. I would listen to music, watch like a YouTube video.
100%, same thing. I think it's one of the best jobs in the city, dude. I really do.
I don't know. I feel like Pizza This is pretty good as well.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
got.
Pizza
I mean,
This and
same
Raw.
thing, dude. Same thing, dude. Just get in the car, go. You know, get the playlist going, dude. I'm gonna miss my window to fucking sell these mutated tomatoes again. God damn it, we're here
All
chit
right,
chatting and
promise so.
bullshitting.
Oh shit. Okay, well go.
No, I don't think I'm gonna make it. This car's not fast enough, dude.
I'll make it. Promise.
Well, of course you'll make it, dude. You fucking dirtbag. What time does that shit close? I don't even know.
It's late. It's like I'm pretty sure it has a really late window.
Okay, well here's to hoping, dude. Either way, I got to see how much faster this goes on the freeway. You know what I mean? I got it tuned after all. 9.5 hours later.
Well, I got all my dailies done, so I'm following you.
All right. By the way, right here. This is the warehouse I was talking about, by the way. This is
it's this one?
yeah. It would be. I put an offer in on the far left door because the far right is a door you'll see. So I was like, my logic was like, well, this is room enough for 2 large warehouses. You would think if I'm on the far left and he's on the far right. I was like, why couldn't this be 2, right?
I mean, dude, that's a lot of place up there. Like,
It's-
there's 3 stories.
Well, I mean, a large warehouse is huge inside, though. Like, huge. Like, you know, almost like aircraft carrier, like down by the airport type huge inside. So the logic initially, I think, was like, this is all one large warehouse. That's what the real estate guy was saying. Like, the old real estate rules would have been like, this is all one warehouse. He goes, but then I said, and he made it, he said, yeah, that's a good point. I said, but then why the fuck are they all the way to the right? It feels like they're all to the right so that if it comes to it down the road, they can share the space. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it was all their warehouse, then why aren't they in the middle, one of the middle doors? You get what I'm saying?
I've seen the people that own this place.
Is that right? Are they good eggs?
Yeah.
Or?
I mean, they're kind of like a, what are you doing over here? Why are you looking at us kind of thing. But
Interesting.
When I was like, oh, man, I'm just parked over here because I was in my head. I mean, I'll dip. And they were like, no, you're good. We just wanted to make sure you weren't anyone, like, fucking with us.
Well, I mean,
like,
if it comes to a situation, it comes to a situation. That could be fun and kind of spicy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's worst case. We'll get that one on the far left there, and then like you know, I can literally run from my parking spot up there in Mirror Park over here. I do it already for the one we have just down the street. You know, it's out in the open, but it's not that out in the open. And truthfully, I'm not trying to park. I mean, other than right now, I'm not trying to park cars out here. I'd probably park like right around the corner here. See over here to the left. There's a place to
Yeah, I
park
see.
just down the staircase. You park over there if you're going to be here for a long time.
Well, there's also all the parking lots.
100%. You could just
Right
pull
back
in
there.
down the block. You know, just like park away from
Ooh,
the door type shit.
driveway. The driveway that I always pull into. There's a driveway.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like it doesn't mean we have to sit out in front of this place, but like I just think there's a real. I feel like there's a real chance, given that they're on. If they weren't on that far right door, I'd be like, well, we're fucked. But like they're all the way to the right. There's no reason we can't be all the way to the left, dude. I mean, I think it makes sense.
It makes sense to me.
And 340,000 makes sense too, dude. That's the big one. Hopefully, dude. That'd be cool. Careful, boy. Careful now. All right, let's see what we got. Now, coming out of the city, I think I got like 153, 156 last time. It took forever to get there, but, you know. All right, like 160-ish, roughly. Yeah, that's about what I expected. And honestly, if you need more than that, then you're you trying to be a racer? I'm not trying to be a racer. 160 is plenty for me, you know? Especially for this car. I'm like probably never going to go 160 unless I'm on the freeway anyways, right? Like the amount of time it takes for me to get up to that speed, there's no street in the city that's long enough. So this is more of a show car anyways. I just wanted to see what we had. 160, that's not bad. Cop right there waiting to catch people's speed. Sand King. That's one of my chop cars. Yes. We made it. Woo! What is that, though? Look at that crate. That seems out of place. That crate feels really out of place right there. We're good. We made it. Whew. 160. 161, I think I saw. That's not bad. I mean, I'll never get up to that speed. It's not even about that. I just wanted to check the box. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Like
I
being
mean, it's
able
always
to,
nice to know how fast your car can actually go.
yeah, just being able to say like, you know, this car's done. Like I have it cosmetically how I want it. I got the engine how I want it. It's done. You know?
Yeah, it kind of needs to get a little wash back there, though. I mean, it's getting
Sure
a little
does. I thought this was a wash. I'm not even gonna lie.
gray. No, that's a repair. The wash is back there.
Yeah, I had a fucking another Hermes pulling next to me at one point yesterday while I was waiting, and he parked right next to me. He goes, "Oh shit, look at you!" And I was like, "Oh, look at you, dude." He had the black with like the gray, you know, the flames that I was gonna pick. He had like a gloss black underneath that. He had some real flashy fucking, you know, hoopty kind of wheels going, and was a good dude, kind of a good dude, but went a completely different direction. People were going, I think I like this one better. This everybody was like, you know, picking which one they like better. I don't mind telling you, I beat him 5-3.
Hell.
People like the fucking boiled down stormtrooper look. You know what I mean?
Did you see that cop? that
I
was
did
sitting
see
there.
him. Was he just on a break, or I didn't seem like he was in a position to.
He was watching. He wasn't able to like turn around and grab us there. So I just.
That's what I'm saying. Like he seemed like he was parked in the wrong direction. Like if he's trying to actually pursue somebody, he's kind of fucking that up, isn't he?
Well, for the other side, you know, for the like.
I mean, I guess, but even then, he's pointed like towards our side, like to get out into the road. But then he's got to flip a Yui to go chase anybody that, you know what I mean?
I'm convinced he didn't see the way that he was sitting the way I saw him sitting. I thought he was sitting like turned like ready to chase someone going that way.
Huh. Well, maybe in England. I don't know where the hell you're from, but I'll tell you what.
Well,
I'm
from the U.S. of A.
I'm from America, dude. I'm from a place that I like to affectionately call America. You know what I mean?
Hey man, nothing wrong with that.
Red, white, and blue, man. These colors don't run. You know what I mean? Oh, by the way, have you ever fucking done so much chop that the chop starts not giving you money? Because I basically did that the other day. Yeah, I chopped so many cars in a row when I was doing I found that brick of coke and I was like, oh shit, chop's fucking gonna be paying out cool shit. I was like, I didn't even realize that, so I started doing crazy amounts of chop, and you know, I got all the time in the world. I'm on vacation, so I got to a point where I chopped a car and it gave me like $400. I was like, okay, so the game's pretty much nerfing me. I was like, what the fuck?
Wait, that.
It started giving me less and less money as I was, you know, routinely dropping cars
that
off.
might be a thing. I don't know. I've never had that happen.
Yeah, well, it happened to me yesterday, so now I'm like a little bummed about that. I was like, well, that's bullshit, dude. I thought maybe it was like, oh, it only gave me a little bit of money because, you know, I got the coke instead of the money kind of a thing. I was like, oh, maybe that's what it is. So then I chopped another car, and then that car was even, because it was 500 on the coke one. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, so it's the coke plus 500 maybe or something? I was like, oh, I don't know. So I chop another one. The next one was 400. I'm like, oh, okay. So they just want me to stop chopping? Like the city has maybe the chop shop's sick of cars?
How long in like a...
I want to say I did maybe
period.
8 or 10 cars, maybe in like 2 hours.
I would let it rest. Like next time, like if you're doing that again, next time I think I would just like let it rest for like an hour, maybe 2 hours, and then go back at it, see what happens.
Yeah, I'm curious to see today because I haven't chopped a car yet today. I'm curious to see today and see if like, do I just got to get out the city and come back at a certain, you know what I mean? Like just a bit of a cool down.
What cars do you have?
I mean, I have a Sand King. One just drove by right there. I got a Dune Loader. One just drove by right there. I have a Bullet, and I have a Rokoto, which is a weird little SUV thing. But yeah, up here where we're at right now, Dune Loader and Sand King is every third car. Like I could get.
Yeah, Sand Kings, Dune Loaders, and Bullets are easy.
Yeah, up here, like up.
Oh, there's another Sand
There's
King.
a Sand King right there. I'm not slamming anything with this car. That was the thing, you know. I might put it away to see if there's one parked around here. I mean, that's not a Sand King, right? That's something different.
No, that's a Sand King.
I thought a Sand King was like a single cab. That's like an extended cab.
No, that's a Sand King.
Oh, okay. Fuck. Well.
It even says it on the back if you read it. It says Sand King.
Oh, Lord knows I don't read now.
Oh,
Come
wait.
on.
SWB. SWB. Yep.
Wait, what?
It says Sand King SWB on the back.
Oh, well, ain't that fucking fancy? I don't know if I want this Hermes out here though, dude. I want this in the city, dude.
No, I mean, I could sit here and then, oh wait, no, because you'd have to get back somehow.
Also, we got to restart in 45 minutes. Not that we don't have 45. I mean, we can get this done quicker than 45 minutes, but I got to get this back to the city, basically. I want to go drive by that cop again. I don't feel like I did anything today, but I feel very accomplished at the same time. Like it's been a weird recording. I mean, we're at 2.5 hours. I mean, we're like it's a normal weekday recording, right? But I don't feel like I've done anything. Fucking Dune loader right there. God dang. I mean, all I gotta do is come up here and I'll get those in 5 seconds, you know? All right, going down into the city. Let's see how fast we can go. Because this is like a legit confirmed downhill. That SUV on the side of the road there scared the hell out of me. I mean, to go all the way down to the city, you can get full speed, but I'm not trying to go all the way down to the city. I mean, you can do a full south side run and go all the way through all the way down to the south side. I bet you I could get some dumb speed going all the way through there, but I guarantee you I'd also die. So we're not trying to do that. We're not trying to die today.
Consort path?
The amount of what the fuck? What are they doing with that helicopter over there, dude?
Where? What?
Off to the left,
Oh,
guy.
I see it.
Is that a cop helicopter? Or is that news?
I don't know. Probably. Oh, there's probably a hostage over there.
Is that like a crate spot?
That's yeah.
Oh yeah, there's cops under there. Yep. God dang, dude. Fucking helicopters and everything, huh?
I wouldn't go wash your car back there, by the way. Some stuff blew up earlier.
Well, then there's nothing to worry about. People forget this is a tank, dude. Like, this thing can park on top of the explosion and be fine, dude. It's a tank.
That's what you think until it literally just blows up, right? I'm gonna watch you die, and I'm gonna be real upset, but not that upset because I told you so.
Okay. Never actually died back here, dude. Not once. Sometimes I think you forget I'm beans. You know, shit generally works out for me. It's weird.
You know, sometimes I'm truly hoping you do blow up right there. I'm just, you know, as a good friend, I have to let you know. I was really hoping that you were gonna blow up right there.
Hell, I don't blame you at all. But sometimes you got to remember, man, I'm beans, man. Things generally work out for me, dude, because I'm a good person and I put a lot of karmic energy out there on the positive side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was really hoping you were gonna blow up.
Oh, I know you were, dude. I know you were, dude. And I don't even blame you for it, dude. Hell, I get it.
I was really hoping for the "I told you so" factor of it.
I mean, shit, you could eat off of "I told you so" for weeks. I mean, hell, you know, I get it.
Where
Now,
are you going?
I'm thinking about finding a car around here to borrow and head back up towards the Grapeseed. I think I might have enough time to get a, you know, I don't want to leave my fucking cars anywhere. You know, when I chop, I like to have a fucking stolen car to start with. You get what I'm saying?
Well, there's a motorcycle you could start borrowing right there. Right behind you.
Yeah, I don't want. That's
And
probably
then you
somebody's.
could go borrow.
There's one over
no
at the
way
chop,
that's
or there's one over
somebody's.
at the repair though. A picador over at the repair, dude. I might just get that.
Man, you are a slow walker.
What are you talking about? I walk with a sense of urgency, dude.
You walk with a sense of, like, literally no urgency.
Dude, I got pep in my step. What are you talking about? I walk like I got somewhere to be, like I'm an important person.
No, you
Oh,
gotta walk with, like...
Says the guy riding around on his motorcycle at 1 mile an hour, you lazy bastard. Don't tell me how to walk.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and tell me who beat who to the city. This guy beat
What
you.
does that have anything to do with walking? Did we walk to the
Well,
city?
Well, no, I was just saying that.
Okay,
you
you
were
were
talking
making
about
up
me riding my
nonsense,
motorcycle
dude. You were-
about my freaking... No, don't even start with nonsense.
No,
dude.
we were talking about walking,
was-
and all of a sudden you're talking about
No,
racing to the
'cause you
city. What
said-
the fuck does that have to do with walking?
Because you said, and I quote,
The guy
and I quote, the
critiquing
guy-
my walk is
the
riding
guy
his motorcycle at
riding
1 mile
his
an hour.
motorcycle at 1 mile an hour. Who beat who to the city?
Who is critiquing my walk is not even
Yeah.
walking. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I
I don't know what that has to do with you driving to the city, but yeah, well
I was
played.
going 200 into the city.
Definitely
but,
try and
you
change
know.
the conversation like a lady. That's
Whatever,
definitely do that, dude.
whatever. I'm gonna shoot one of these tires at you. when you do it.
Definitely change the conversation like a female. Do that, definitely. Because you're not going to win this argument, dude.
I won the argument. I don't know who you think you're talking to.
I'm talking to Pork, the
You're
one
talking-
likes to
you're
blur the
talking-
line when he's
you
wrong.
Just one. You're talking to the one that's winning the argument right now.
The one that hasn't walked a single step and is talking about how slow I walk. That guy?
Yeah, I'll hop out and I'll beat
You
you.
won't.
in a, in
You
a
won't
walk
outwalk
race.
me. I don't think you'll outwalk
I
me.
will. I genuinely think I will.
Well, then we should have that walk race, dude. Cross the intersection. Wait till
Whoa,
wait for the
whoa,
light.
whoa.
Wait for the light. Wait for the light. Wait for the light.
Yep, it's red. Line it. Line it. All right.
Remember, walking.
I'm ready to walk.
I don't think you're ready to walk, dude.
Oh, I'm so
this
ready
is
to
bi-
walk.
this is big. This is gonna be big.
Just know I can beat you in a foot race, though.
Of course you
In a
can.
road
Nobody's
trip
arguing
race.
that. This is.
Dude,
I'm
look
talking
at-
about walking.
Look at the helicopter.
I'm watching that light, dude.
wasting, I feel like they're just wasting gas up there. Right? Like, would you not want to be like fully fueled before you like start hunting someone down in a helicopter? No.
I mean, I guess, but like also like, who knows when they're gonna just take off? You know what I mean?
They're probably on Sanchez's ready to take off into the mountains.
Yeah, that's
probably why
that's
they
why
took
the
off that
helicopter's there. I agree.
helicopter.
Weird how you're getting
man.
smoked right now, dude. Oh yeah, I don't walk fast. I don't walk fast, right?
Ooh, sneak attack.
Oh, changing the story again when you
Yes.
lose. Changing
He
the story
was
again when you lose. Point proven, I believe. I walk with a sense of purpose,
victory
dude.
dance.
No.
Victory dance.
If you got to resort to
victory
violence, you've
dance,
already
victory
lost, dude.
dance. Man, I'll resort to violence anytime I want to. Look, I'm walking.
I'm sorry that you were wrong, brother.
I was right legally.
Walk slow. Pfft, says the guy on a bike. I think I won that one. Wait, where the hell did you? Where the hell did you just go? The chopper
I had to
just-
go refuel.
No, the chopper just left.
Yeah, I know. I saw him. He was. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he was going to refuel for real. Likely. Wait, there was a truck here though. Maybe they took off. Maybe they're already gone.
Well, as a groundskeeper in Mirror Park, I need to know what's going on over here. I hope they're not up on the grass. I'll tell you that much.
Well, there's not really grass over there. Oh, they're there. There's not really a lot of grass. It's mainly just like sand. Beans. I don't know if I would go over there or like really pass by this area much.
Well, I'm a citizen. I'm a citizen. I'm a goddamn citizen of this city. God dang
Don't
it!
go over there. Don't. Beans. You guys.
I'm respecting the guardrail. Why, you got a bunch of legal shit on you or something? I'm a
No,
citizen.
I'm legal as a cucumber.
That's what I'm
whatever they
saying,
say.
dude. We're allowed to fucking stand here on the sidewalk. It's public sidewalk. I wish I had my binoculars. I found binoculars yesterday. I held on to them for a while, but then I got rid of them. I would have loved to have those right now.
Man, I would smoke that cop bike in a race.
Oh, I'm not arguing that. I think your baddie's probably got that bike.
Well, what's funny is we've got the same bike.
Is that right? There's just tuned down though.
I'm pretty sure mine is like one tune above them.
Fucking A.
Like they have.
Yeah,
they
I
have
know
like
for a fact that their bikes aren't very fast. Everybody says
they,
that.
They have like a level 4 tune, and I have like a level 5 tune kind of thing. Yeah.
Fucking A.
Probably like a level 3 tune.
No,
Actually.
I mean balancing wise, you know, as far as the city's concerned, that makes sense though, because they got a lot of bodies they can chase you with, and you're just the one person. Like to give you that little bit of an advantage speed wise, makes a lot of sense.
Well, also it's if I have a second person on my bike, it makes me slower, and they never. have a second
True.
person on their
Yeah,
bike.
that's a fair point as well. Yeah, no, that's.
So if I was getting away with 2 people on one bike, then you know.
I mean, what the hell, dude? It's a hell of a police response. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, what's even going on over there?
Oh, brother, I wouldn't go up in there, dude.
What's going on?
I don't think they got any ghosts.
What do
If
you-
that what you're.
Yeah,
I
what
mean,
you?
what's going on there? I just want to look, you know.
Oh well, I would respect the
is bad.
barriers though, brother, because like the barriers is they put those up as like a don't go past, you know.
But I thought this barrier was here all along because of the construction.
I mean, it's possible. You make a fair point, dude. I just, you know, I figured it was a cop barrier, dude.
I
We
did
have
too.
about 5
honestly.
seconds to clear that car, otherwise it gets impounded. 5,
Oh, okay, sorry.
4,
Oh, shit.
3.
I told him. I
2,
said respect the barriers. He didn't
1.
listen.
Thank you. Out of the whole road. Out of the way. Park it like a normal person. Thank you.
That guy does have a dunce cap on, to be fair. I don't think he's a normal person. I don't think he's a normal person.
I didn't like that. That lady kinda
She's
made
one
me
of
angry.
those. She's one of those. I've dealt with her before.
Oh, okay.
Even as like I was a hostage, and she's like, you know, are you all right? She's
Taking it left.
pretty sharp like that. That's just who she
Did
is.
they even dip?
What happened here?
I have no idea. I was just trying to figure that out,
Well,
man.
there's one more. There's
I
still
will
a
figure
cop
it out
out there,
for you
so
guys,
it's probably
okay?
a hostage. All right.
I don't think you want to go. Okay, well, I don't think you want to go running up there. You fucking idiot. I mean, he's earning that hat of his. I'll tell you that. Guy's got a goddamn
Man,
dunce
I
hat
really
on.
did not like that lady that came over here.
No,
I'm
she,
just-
that's who,
I'm
she
stuck on it.
operates. She operates with that kind of rah 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 shit. I'm telling you, I've been checked as a hostage by her like 2 or 3 times. She's always that sharp, dude. That's just how she operates, dude.
Who, the female cop?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
blonde
Female
one.
Cops?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, she's yeah.
she's kind of a bitch,
She's
but
a
like,
bitch.
yeah, she's one of them. Well, it's like, you know, even when I'm the hostage in a fucking situation, and she's like, "Are you all right? Okay, good. Please move to the side." I'm like, I'm the hostage, bitch. I'm not the fucking criminal here. Yeah, she's one of those.
Yeah, she scolded me, you know.
Yeah, she told you
Like-
to move your car. I mean, to be fair, you were right in the
Yeah,
middle of the
I mean,
goddamn road,
you
but
look,
still.
there's a bike here. Like seriously?
Well, I'm not in the way like an idiot.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, so you're calling me an idiot, huh?
Yeah, I am calling you an idiot. What's up?
Well, if the hat fits, you know what I mean?
Okay, I'm just kidding, bro. I'm gonna
Yeah.
walk away. Okay? I'm gonna.
Oh, hell, glide away, man. You got a skateboard, shit.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll catch you boys later.
Yep,
Got
later,
shots.
brother. That was
Yep, see ya.
interesting. Exciting little
We
bit
can
of business
square up
there.
right now. You and me. I won't even pull the gun.
Square up. But my health is like half, you know.
Why is your health half?
I don't know.
You get hit by a car or something?
Yeah.
Alright, hurry up. Pop it. Let's go. Get it. Come on.
All right. You wanna beef, right?
We're doing
I'll give you
this.
the beef, bro.
Oh wait, not beans. I don't
You
know
guys
if
are
I
going to
do.
fight the fair one, huh?
Oh, we're fighting it.
Okay.
Hold on, bro. My
Beans,
health is
just
not.
know,
My health is not
if I get
regenerating, bro.
knocked out for somehow, some reason, I shouldn't. But if I get knocked out, I trust you.
Hey,
I
but
trust
you
I'm
got
not
a
going to let him
helmet
do
on.
anything stupid. Yeah, I'm not going to let him do anything
got a
I
stupid.
trust
helmet
you,
on, bro.
Hoffman.
You
Yeah,
gotta
you
remove your
you have a
helmet.
helmet on.
That's his
No,
face,
that's
dude.
not a helmet.
I can't remove it.
It's his
It doesn't
face,
come
brother.
off.
It doesn't come off.
It doesn't come off unless I get punched.
Oh, okay. Before I
Mhm.
have to regen, bro. It's
You're
regen
gonna
real
have to.
slow.
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to remove it for me.
Oh, you want to fight now or what? Or you want to wait until I regen?
I'm kind of waiting for you to regen right now.
Okay. Just wait, bro.
Haven't punched you yet.
Yeah, me too.
What the hell? What is this, a Mayweather fight? What the fuck's going on here, dude?
Yeah, I'm waiting for this guy to get ready.
I'm waiting to.
Are you ready?
No, I'm not ready, bro.
You guys are all warmed up. I'll tell you that. You look pretty warmed up right now.
Yeah, bro.
I'm ready as I'll ever be. Okay, how much longer are you gonna take, man? Come on.
It's like 70% there.
Oh my god, dude.
He was fully beaten up, dude.
Yeah, like this guy, he fully beaten up for a painkiller here. Like, come on. It's like $40, man. Just get a painkiller next time. I don't gotta wait. Oh, man.
Alright, I lost 70k in the casino, okay? I was down bad, okay? I have to
Why
drink
did you,
whiskey.
what the fuck? Why did you lose 70K at the casino?
Hey, man, that's valid. Hey.
I mean, it sounds like he
We're
played
not-
70K at the casino, though. That's fucking lunacy.
We're not.
Who the hell is betting 70K? Well,
Hey.
you know what? That's fair. That's fair.
Hey,
You know
hey.
what? That's fair.
We're not judging.
Yeah, you don't understand.
Losing
You're not a
70K.
gambler, right?
No, I gamble plenty. I also win plenty.
I win
Gambling
plenty as well.
70K is good. You know, alright. It's just like a.
I mean, I guess you got
It's a
to
good
swing big
amount.
to hit a homer, but like, god
Hey,
dang,
hey,
man.
I'm ready. I don't care. My health is 80, but
Holy
Alright.
smokes! Careful! Don't step on people's car now. Come on.
Oh, what's up, Beans?
Yeah.
What's up, brother? These two are about to fight the fair one right here, dude. Oh, they're going. They're going.
oh my god, one shot, bro.
Wait, watch out for the
What?
red.
What the
You guys
fuck?
saw that? Yeah, you want a beef, bro?
Did you knock him? Oh,
Yeah,
don't
we're
kick
running
anybody
this
when they're
back.
down,
We're
dude.
running
Don't
this back.
don't kick
No,
anybody
come
when
on.
they're down, dude.
Okay, hey, get away,
Beans,
get away.
Get out of the way.
Get away. Alright,
Fight
alright.
fight the fair one, dude. You got to fight a fair one, dude.
I can't even see right.
Oh shit.
Oh, no, he's
Oh, here we go. Now we got a good one going.
Take this. Right.
in the middle of the road. Oh shit.
Take this shit.
I don't even know what this is over, to be honest. At the beginning, they just decided to, hey, you want to fucking fight? Like, okay. I don't.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh, he's still standing. He's still standing. Wait.
Why is he pointing and running? What the fuck?
He gave the middle finger, bro.
Oh, was he flipping him off? Okay, that makes more sense, I guess.
Hell yeah, I'm flipping him off because it's easy, bro.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Take
god.
this shit.
That's a clean.
Pork, your depth
Oh, there's a-
perception is terrible, dude. I don't know if you guys are across the world from each other or something, but like, man, you guys are missing.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh, now see, that was more okay.
For the
Don't
one
don't
time.
don't.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
one, nope.
I'm just
You know
getting my
what?
get back.
Hey, one stomp is fair though. You stomped him once, he stomped you once. That's fair, dude. You fought a fair one there, dude. I was like, why are you stomping him? But no,
That's
that
it?
makes sense. That makes sense, dude.
What's
think that's
up?
it?
What's up?
What's up, bro?
Wait, no,
What's up,
okay,
bro?
wait,
Whoa!
wait,
Whoa!
Okay, wait.
Take it easy.
We're gonna get
Oh
3K.
shit.
We're gonna get
Suck
3K.
punch.
Wait,
Oh,
come
right.
on.
Oh
We're gonna
shit.
get 3K.
He kicked your bike. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. You should not have done that.
The bike was in the way,
You
bro.
should not have done that, dude. That was a mistake. That is confirmed a
We're gonna
mistake.
get 3K.
Place a bet on me. Place a
3.7K.
bet on me, bro. Place a bet on me.
Winner gets.
Yeah, we got this is a prize fight now, dude. Oh my god, what the fuck punch was that? Did you see that last punch though?
Big boy.
Fuck
Come
now.
here, my boy. Oh wait, that's not me today. Hold on. Let me.
Oh yeah.
Dude, this guy's all over for me.
Dude, that was jumpy as hell. Like that last punch he hit you with, he was like 3 feet behind you,
That's
and you
what
felt.
I'm
It's
saying.
like
I got $966 on the next winner.
I would say
I
this:
bet.
your guys'
You
brains.
gave me 3,000, bro. Wait, what the fuck?
And this time
I
it's
think
clean
I think
money.
these two guys' brains are probably on the opposite sides of the world from each other. I mean, this shit is
They go.
fucking.
Where are you even at?
Nah, they're between the air. They're not even hitting each other.
Like that's what I'm saying, but they are hitting each other. Is what I'm saying. Like they're not hitting each other, but they're hitting each other. You know what I mean?
He has a long ass arm.
Just praying.
Yeah, why are we down there punching?
Yeah.
What is this?
Oof.
Come on, fast. man.
Oof.
Ooh.
Take that. Take that. Take that, bitch. Yeah.
Oh, okay, come here, come here.
Yeah. You want a beef? You want to smoke, huh? You want to smoke, huh?
There we go. You made
Oh,
it.
easy with the fucking stomps there,
Whoa,
dickhead.
Whoa.
Oh shit, no, shit. My bad. You alright, mate?
Shit, I'm fucking. I can't see shit. Hold on. Give me a second. Alright, I'm
shit,
back.
Take your time, bro. Take your time.
Alright, heal up, bro. That's it, bro.
No, we're done.
GG,
We're,
bro.
we're done right there. No more fighting.
Yeah, I'm going to the casino with your
Yeah,
money.
this
huh?
guy's
Thanks for the
everywhere.
money.
Dude, I think your brains are on opposite sides of the world, literally.
Probably.
100%.
Hey, I fucked him up more than he fucked me up.
Hey,
man.
you know,
I'll give him that.
listen, end of the day, that dude's walking around in a
Hey.
dunce cap and you got a cool ass motorcycle. I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hell, that was exciting for a few minutes there, dude. You know what I mean?
It was exciting until he just, man, he was like teleporting, swear.
I mean, you were teleporting too. I think between the two of y'all, like, there, I don't know if there was a clean punch in there.
That's what I'm saying.
I was just swinging. You got a painkiller? I gave him one of my painkillers.
Yeah, I
and
probably
ate
did.
one.
Let me see. There you go, dude. Hell of a day, man. Hell of a fucking day, dude.
Do we have new group dailies yet? Nope, 8 minutes.
Yep, I got, that's going to be after the storm, I think, for me, 54.
Well, I was talking about the group ones in 8 minutes, though.
Oh, okay, fucking A. Well, we'll know
Yeah,
right before the storm then?
Yeah, just about.
Good fucking A. Fucking. It's a nice car, dude.
My dailies have 22 hours on them, so
You guys want to go to the casino together?
No.
No, I'm all right, brother. I already came up about $8 at the casino today, and I called that a win, and I walked out of there with money in my pocket. You know what I mean?
Just 8 grand? That's not enough, bro.
If you do that every day, it is.
Whatever.
Okay.
Take care, boys.
Yep, you too.
Later, brother.
I'll see you again, bro.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Yeah, I definitely won that one in my book. Just letting it be known. See, there it goes. That could have been you. That could have been you, Beans.
Of the explosion? I'm not saying it doesn't explode. I'm saying it doesn't explode when I'm in
That
there,
could have
brother.
been you.
I believe in myself. I believe I have that good karma going, you know?
All right, what's the word? What's the haps? What
The
are we doing?
haps right now is I got less than 20 minutes till the restart, to the storm. I kind of want to grab one of these two cars here and go grab a fucking Sand King, but also I don't really give a shit to do that at all. I also don't really give a shit to do that at all, to be honest with you. I'm excited about seeing what the new dailies are, but I might just see those when I come back in after the storm, you know what I mean?
Shit, they might not even be there when you get back. I'm not gonna lie. I might just bust those things out.
Knock them
before
out in like
before
7
the storm.
minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have like 18 minutes. That's enough for me.
Well, I mean, all my ducks are in a goddamn row. I'm trying to think of what else I need to do. I mean, I want to do some chop. I'm very curious to see if the chop's still no money for me right now. I'm like 6 cars away, I think 6 cars away at the docks from getting a third slot. Like I almost got that 50 points together for a third car. You know, like man,
I don't even have a second car yet.
Brother,
really
I want
chop like that.
I want to fill them all up, dude. It's a carrot it's one of the carrots on my stick right now. Most of the other shit's gotten kind of tedious and boring. You know, the fishing, the mining, you know, fucking farming and shit, grabbing shit off trees. All that's pretty boring to me now. Like the progression in the chop is still right there. You know, haven't fully, you know, kicked its ass yet. So like, it's kind of my obsession right now.
Shit.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to get 100 points together for that stage 5, but I wouldn't mind having like 3 or 4 on each chop. That'd be kind of cool, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it'll eventually pile up though, and then you'll get it just organically, kind of.
The more cars I have available, the quicker I'm able to chop. But with this whole like they're giving me less money per car thing, like that's interesting because then it's like, I mean, it fucks with my incentive.
Yeah, that's kind of. I don't agree with that one.
I wonder if that's something they did recently. I'd have to ask chop people. I'm just kind of new to the chop game, you know.
I mean, it might. Well, there was that one day that who was it? They put up a ton of points. Was it Gage?
Yeah, he put up like 7 rep points that one day on chop.
So I'd imagine that it wasn't all 7 of them were like it was one chop each. You know, like he had to have done like, at least 2 each.
Yeah,
that's the way I think about it. So
sure.
I mean, at that point, it would have been
like, yeah, he would have been doing it just for the rep. I mean, he might have just been doing it for the rep at that point, going fuck the money, not even about the money, dude. I mean, he just put some points up.
Man, that is really something to think about.
It's interesting though, because they do have the fucking group things where it's like go chop cars. I mean, there's 5 or 6 usually, right? Is what that. So, I mean, there's personal dailies, chop Fanatic or whatever the fuck, personal dailies for 5 cars. It's like, why? Maybe after 5, maybe whatever that fucking I don't know, man. My brain ain't working right now.
Yeah,
Whatever the fuck. What after you finish off that objective, maybe anything past that, you know, they put like a after 5 cars, someone's just abusing the fucking system, or you know, taking. Maybe the chop itself is like, yo, we're full of cars, man. We can only chop so many cars at so much. We're not giving you as much money because our parking lot's full, kind of shit, you know.
Well, that doesn't make sense because they're chopping them right there in front of you, you know?
True. But maybe they
So,
only
like,
have so
that-
many shelves to put the pieces on, you know what I mean?
I guess, yeah, like the customers aren't buying as fast.
Either way, I mean, might as well just make it easier for the police to get involved. Like, you're taking shit away from the police officers by nerfing it like that, you know what I mean?
Police, I feel like police don't really pull you over for stolies, though.
Right, and that's, like, kind of why I fuck with it. But, like, if they did, then that would be a way to fucking, I don't know.
It's another one of those things where police just kind of get like screwed out of it because you can just be like, oh no, I'm borrowing my friend's car, and usually they'll let you off.
Right. Plus they have so many other things to chase down, dude. It's not like they have tons of free time to chase Chop, you know. But I guess my point is, like, if we can't put people in our personal cars and take them to the hospital because that's taking away from EMS's job, then doesn't fucking nerfing the Chop after a certain amount of cars take away from the police officer's job? I mean, isn't that the same logic?
Is that the logic they use for not being able to put people in cars?
No, they're saying they could be abused by people in fucking scenarios with robberies and everything else. It's kind of the standard boilerplate fucking answer to the why not let us put people in cars thing. They said there's a lot of room for abuse with it, I guess, apparently.
Well, you have to confirm that you're allowing that person to pick you up, no?
Yeah, true. There's a Q button involved, yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
Slippery slope.
With it.
I think I don't know. I think that could be a real community bringer together type of situation, man. Like people helping people. I think that's all positive, but that's just me. I know there is room for abuse, but like, hey, if someone abuses it, then that's what reports are for. That's what fucking talking to the gods is for. I mean, we have things in place for that, you know? Anything can be abused. Fucking taking painkillers can be abused. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you hop in the city and you get a guns license and they already start you with, $5,000. So that's a gun and a lot of ammo. So you 100%. Could always just say that. But they do try to say, oh, there's a up to 24-hour wait period. But I mean, you hop in and then you hop out, wait 24 hours, hop back in, and just go fuck them around. You know?
True. Yeah. There's a lot of room for abuse with all of the systems. Like having that as the core excuse for not being able to help the guy next to you. I like the idea, you know me, Pork. I like to help the guy next to me. I think a lot of positive, shit can be done with that, dude. Like,
well, it's also like your friends can't even take you in the cars, like
that's where it gets blurry, dude. That's what they're worried about. Yeah. It's like, oh, that's my boy. I got to pick my boy up if he got shot down. It's like, no, that's an active scenario that like he's down. It muddies that water. I get their argument. I just think there's a lot of instances where that doesn't even play into hit by a local shit like that. Like, there's no
you're literally supposed to, when you rob someone, if you kill them, you're literally supposed to just get the fuck out. Like that.
Yeah.
It's in the rules. If you stick around, you can take a vacation.
Yeah, so the whole thing is like, after that scenario, it's done once the guy takes off, right? Shouldn't his friend be able to come over and put him into and that's the argument for like, no, he should.
If they drive by, then like, I mean, what's the issue? Like if they drive by and you see your friend, you're like, oh shit, my friend's down. I'm not gonna, ask him why he's down because he's dead,
Yeah, you're just gonna grab him and instinct's gonna take over. You're gonna take him to the hospital. That's the human reaction to that. That's the realistic reaction to that, but.
Man.
Maybe it's a gang fight and he's downed, and then the cops are going to show up and take whoever's downed, like, gang altercation, illegal gun, illegal. It takes stuff off the cops' plate, though. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Is their argument. That's their position. It's like it muddies the water, blurs. There's a potential for them to be like, if you got a good group of guys, like nobody lets each other get down or stay down for very long, and then it's like pretty soon the cops have nobody to. I don't know, brother. It's all...
Sell 20 bags and Plasma Den. I'm going to go ahead and re-roll Plasma Den.
Oh, yeah. Fuck Plasma Den, dude.
Oh, alright. Easy. We can get these done.
Brother, if you want to go grab bags, I'm just going to go... Let me go to the pawn shop and spin some fucking gems real quick with one of these stolen cars, huh?
Alright.
I'll see you when I see you. Yeah, there's a fair amount of stuff in the city I don't 100% agree with, but like I'm at the end of the day, who the fuck am I? Like, you know, oh, I don't think they should have that. Like, who the fuck am I? Who gives a shit what I think? You know, like at the end of the day. But that is one that has always bummed me out. It's like, well, that's the EMS's job, and they know the protocol when they can and can't pick a person up off the ground. If it's an active scenario, you don't want people helping their friends, grabbing their friend, putting them in a car, driving away, and going, "Ha, now you can't, arrest my friend, even though he was doing some clearly illegal shit, and you shot him down." Like, there's room for muddying the waters and blurring the lines, but there's also room for people to, keep each other accountable in those situations when that does happen. So it's like there's so many opportunities for people to be good to each other, be nice to each other, be like a community, and be like, oh man, this guy's out in the middle of the freeway. Some local cut him off and he died in his car. Let me grab him, take him to the hospital, and save him 15 minutes of his actual real life time. And there's no muddying the waters, blurring the lines, or anything involved in that scenario. That's just one person in the server helping another person in the server, being a good egg, being a good dude, It's like you limit those opportunities too, though, and I think those are far more off. Those would happen far more often than the blurring the lines, breaking the rules, saving your friend from losing his illegal gun and his illegal drugs when he gets down type situation, which I know they're afraid of, I know is one of the reasons why they don't want it. So I don't know. That's a tricky one for me. I don't know why I was holding on to those two. Hunting knife as well. Why do I have a hunting knife in here? Oh, because I have the rifle in here in case I need to go hunting. Right. When I have these like half handful of minutes left between things I'm doing, I like to busybody, clean stuff up, tidy stuff up, keep things organized. Speed walker. I actually have one of the fastest walks. I know that my run is terribly slow, but my walk is actually remarkably fast. It's brisk, even. I walk with purpose. This is the old Vinny Pistone walk right here, by the way. Shout out to CG. If you guys know, you know. One of the most prolific gangs on any of these roleplay servers.
Nice bike, baby.
I'm not a local.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You'd be surprised how often that happens, man. It's crazy.
I like the outfit, man.
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Blends right in, huh?
You really do. You really do.
It's nice, right?
Yeah, it is nice. See you around.
Yep. Have a good day, brother. You have no idea how often people do that. If I just walk around, people will be like, run up, like try and handshake and sell me drugs. It's like not a local, brother. Just on a walk. Sometimes you just go on a walk, you know. Hell, I got nothing better to do right now. That, you know, it's about to be the restart. I can't get into anything. I have 10 minutes till the whole server shuts down and restarts, right? So, yeah, 10 minutes. So, just kind of meandering around. All my cars are at Mirror Park, so I'm gonna walk that way. I'll probably record after the restart. I probably won't even end the recording. I'll probably just keep streaming. Do a few other things. Maybe do some handshaking and shit. What? I should go to the store though. I need to go to the grocery store though too. I need to supply up for the second week. I still have this, you know, 5 or 6 more days of vacation here. You know, I don't go back to work till today, next week, you know, the next Tuesday or whatever. Ooh, what car? There's just not enough time though, is there? There really isn't enough time. I think it's it's the SUV over there. Yeah, I think it's that SUV. It goes to Sandy though. I can't get up to Sandy with that SUV in time. I only have 10 minutes. I mean, maybe I could if I was perfect, drove perfect, and everything went the right way. But then I'd be stuck in Sandy after the restart. And I don't want to be stuck in Sandy with no car after the restart. Actually, speaking of, how many lockpicks do I have? I have 8 of them. I'm okay. The fuck? Oh, did I just get a point for the? I just got a point for the group. I think from grabbing that. Like that made a weird noise. Yep, dumpster diving. Yep, I just got a group point for dumpster diving. I was like, I heard a noise. What the hell was that? Okay, what I was gonna do is I didn't even mean to like dig into this trash. I was gonna throw away the cigarettes. I don't need to carry these around anymore. I toyed with the idea of being a smoker in the city, but it's just too many things to carry. I don't want to. I don't. You know. I hold on to the cigars. I want to smoke cigars situationally, so I save those and I put those in my apartment. But like cigarettes, not so much. Ooh, now that's a right hand right there. God dang, beautifully done, dude. Beautifully done. Okay, that guy didn't want to talk for like 3 minutes. I got 3 minutes to spare. Ooh, a bike. Perfect timing. Goodness gracious, bro. That was a quick 20 right there for sure. That was a quick 20 right there.
I'm really not in the mood for All right. Well, I think I'm going to jump out of the city right here, and we'll log back in right here in a couple minutes. Maybe I'll take a bathroom break. I don't really need to re-up my coffee. I still have half my coffee. I was so locked in. I also didn't even start my energy bar. I do need to go grocery shopping though. I have a whole nother week. It's still early enough that I could go grocery shopping right now, and then like part of me wants to just keep streaming. I'm like got a good rhythm right now, but then another part of me wants to go outside into the world because I haven't been outside into the world in like 7 days. I spent 10 hours on this server yesterday. I don't need to spend another 10 hours on it today. I could get some things done and go into the world and be an adult. I think I might do that. It might be time to do some adulting. Not that anything's, wasting away or anything. I got all my ducks in a row. I'm on vacation, But I do need to get food. I'm running low on food, like supplies and stuff, beverages and the like. I still got chicken in the freezer I can cook, but then like past that, I got a couple of tortillas and like a almost nearly moldy bag of like mixed salad mix baggie in the fridge that I never opened in time, and now it's like starting to get rotten. I gotta throw that out today. So like I don't have like stuff, like I need to get some stuff, dude. More tortillas, some fresh lettuces, and some salads and what. I won't bore you with the details, but I gotta do a grocery run, I think. So I might do a grocery run, then come back and play some more. I don't know if I'll stream some more, but I'll definitely play some more. For now, I think I'll leave the stream right here. 3 hours. I mean, that's a normal standard day, right? Thanks to everybody that stopped by today. You guys are all awesome. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching, I guess was what I'm saying. Don't forget to subscribe.